slowly. Genji are going in dry. Delight versus Mickey. I give it to Mickey. Pays versus Hansama. Slight edge to Pays, but Hansama has the creativity. Toby versus Caps. Clash of styles. Caps the facilitator, the roamer, the incredible. Chovy, the epitome of consistency. The wall that must be broken. Peanut, the vegetarian. Yike, the carnivore. BB versus Doran. Practically the same player. Guys, don't disrespect vegetarians, because let me tell you, hippos are vegetarians and they one-shot everyone. I've seen a hippo fight against 20 lions. 20 lions, dude.
Hello,
have you seen gorillas?
Welcome to the MSI.
Don't fuck with vegetarians. Vegetarian could be, could be some fucking little turtle, or it could be a silverback gorilla.
That is crazy to think we have 14 best of 5s. The other MSIs had only 3. We've almost got 5 years worth of MSI that's going to be packed into these next couple weeks.
Now, without hesitation,
who's this dude?
We're already
why are we zooming on him?
draft.
Is he famous?
Genji will be on the blue side, G2 on the red.
Alright, G2 with the anti-ban. Oh, Genji banning Olaf, banning Nautilus. Let's see a K-Santa ban here, G2. Remove that K-Santa.
Away from Broken Blade. The Annie being banned away by G2.
K-Santa out.
Respect being shown
the dry
Genji
prep is landing. Let me see a Draven ban, Genji.
In the finals, 21 was playing up
Draven out.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, flex pick's kind of the name of the game here. Taking away the Nautilus.
First pick Draven, anyone?
Kasante is that same
thing.
And it's gonna be a
first pick Draven for Pays.
Here. Something that had been getting banned quite a bit in play, and you were talking about, Betty.
Yeah,
or they're ready to play Aphelios into it.
So power on the red side.
Wow.
This Aphelios for Pays. I was wondering where it was
Aphelios into Draven is good for Aphelios though. But Draven has counter pick support. G2, you have to slam it. You have to slam it. You have to slam it, or your whole tournament is ruined. You have to pick Draven, or your whole tournament is ruined. You have to.
Draven! Oh, he's got through!
Oh,
Draven! Summons Draven!
On average, a 2.3k gold.
Give us a little Vi. Come on, lad. Yike, you have to lock in the Vi. Don't let them Vi. If the enemy team gets to pick Vi Ari 2-3, you can FF that one.
Over 80%
Slam
of the
Vi,
games
baby.
was banned against him. No ban thrown towards him for this first game, and he's going to be able to grab it. They're going to go for the Nidalee. So this is already gas pedal, all early game. Going to try to be able to snowball this game very, very quickly. And I think that's where G2 excels, and I think that's where they really want to look when they're going up against a massive opponent like Genji.
Well, but now there's a window for Genji to just get themselves the Ahri as well. Aphelios Vi Ahri is like the stock standard meta.
There it is. What is Caps playing that is going to facilitate the Nidalee here?
Ever been someone to play by the meta, right? This is a team that has defied expectations throughout all of their history. Has been defined
Caps
by
Lissandra.
like Pike Top and crazy
Nautilus can
like
win.
that.
Nautilus is banned, baby mom
Juju.
Juju.
It makes sense to buck the trends, go towards
I wouldn't mind if Nautilus in the picture.
And to what your opponents are going to have less practice against.
And especially since Genji are so
Lissandra,
good in
there
the
it
mid
is.
to late game. I think a lot of analysts came into this thinking G2
there it
needs
is.
to do stuff in the early game, need to have, as you say, their foot
All
on
right.
the gas. And
What can BB find top lane that is AD?
have that level 6 lockdown potential. The Nidalee can do a lot of work.
All right.
My biggest question, though, is who's going to be their AD repair in top?
Ban Gragas, please. Ban Gragas.
If I'm Gen G, I'm banning multiple AD top laners here to try to force either a poor AD pick top or a triple AP top side, which is horrible for G2. So you can ban out things like Jace, you can ban out things like potentially Aurelia. I want to see where
BB is
blind
picking Darius?
Would he go to the Darius even?
That's what I was thinking. The Darius obviously a possibility.
Are they blind picking Darius on 4? 5x support?
And Akshan, they haven't always
Honestly, sack your top. Sack your top, counter pick support. It's everything about bot lane.
Right now, I think that Renekton seems like the best option.
Honestly, just play Kled top and go bot 6.
But remember that you
no meme.
want to play towards your bot side of the map.
Kled it.
You want to try and get ahead.
Just go bot.
Renekton combo is tried and true in terms of finding success.
Counter pick support, please. Banning Thresh, very good. This is good for G2.
We have to remember, G2's on red side. They don't actually need to blind top, right? They should probably.
We want a Darius. We want a Kled. Slam it.
Actually play for
Jace. Yes, okay. This is 100% the Darius on 4.
He could wait to actually see what support is going to be.
100% Darius on 4,
Thresh
guys.
has been banned away by GENG, so that's not going to be available here for Mickey. But it also won't be available for Delight to try to keep.
They're going to split map.
I also think if you're GENG in this situation, you're probably looking towards the Gragas top, who is hard to play into. He's got good escapability.
Papushka. Oh, GENG dry prep. They're not in the zone, guys. They're not in the zone. GENG, you can just call me.
I'm a little bit concerned here, you know, for G2 because I think that Gragas up. To me, that was by far Doran's best champion, right? You know, he was dominating.
Just pick a champ that can go both. And there it is. And there it is.
And they're just going to slap down the Darius. I mean, he's kind of saying, you know, what is Doran going to actually play?
I'm talking to my fridge.
Doran is not going to go for some crazy counter, but he's
a very
stable guy. I just
it's very G2S.
And just try to actually answer that and mitigate that lane. Gragas is difficult to punish. You know, he has so much sustain with his passive, so much mana built up. Delight looking towards an engage pick, which really is his specialty. This guy does shine on the Leonas, on the Rakons. That is his bread and butter.
Leona's also really good into Draven because you know where he's going to be. The only issue is he can knock you back.
What can we do here?
Forward, but
yes, Doran, please do this.
You know you're going to lock him down. GENG currently hovering a carry top. Fiora for Doran wouldn't be
Put your team in a chokehold. Pick Fiora.
I would be surprised.
Do it, son.
Get locked in the late
do
game.
it, son.
It's actually a really tough matchup early on, but he's going to actually just slam this down. That is a lot of confidence here for Doran. And I'm so curious to see where Mickey is going to go. Is he going to try to go?
Oh, he's hovering Bard for the homies. I tweeted at Mickey and said, yo, I had a dream that you won me night with Bard.
And I feel like you have to play for lane dominance, right? So you have to be able to
this is a signal, guys.
I actually like the Braum here quite a bit. You know, Braum.
You know what the signal is? We're gonna late invade and fuck you up.
Stack up the passive focus down this.
Yo, in there.
To get a little bit.
Dude, I told you this would happen.
Also can be.
You told me this. Yeah, I knew it, man.
The Draven open, but this draft is like the real talk. It's like so unwinnable, though.
It's fucking hard. It's like
I mean,
you're hoping that you're gonna snowball, but they're gonna late invade. The changes are not gonna know what hit them. They're gonna be in a mess.
I'd say like the first three looked completely unwinnable, but now there's like variance, you know. Like now both teams can win, but I'd still, I mean, nameplates aside, I'd still give it to GENG.
It's like the 1, 2, 3. It's like Vi, Ari.
That first three was like
versus Nidalee is.
I would not want to be there G2 side on the first three. That's
same.
Actually, I think if they went Morgana on forward, I actually think they're definitely winning.
Yeah, against Vi, I guess I can see.
Vi, Ari, Leona? Like, how can the draft even play against Morgana?
Morgana is like kinda dog champ, right? But against Vi, that's purpose.
I mean, I just don't see how Draven can play the game this game unless you're, I mean...
He's gonna run cleanse and it's gonna take it easy. So but the thing is, the Braum, they're gonna late invade. Like, they need to put their foot on the GENG throat instant.
I think if they play Morgana Draven and their Phyllis is like real, like not European, he can probably just 1v2 them, you know? Like, he can spit on them a little bit, I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's good to see you, boys. I hope you guys are well.
Yeah, my allergies are popping off right now, but...
I think that if we were 8 people in the nutsack, it would be way too wild. So we're gonna start it slow.
Yeah. Wait, what is your in-game?
I will stream it for you guys. Catch up. Let me...
I just don't know what this Darius blind is about.
Yeah, I remember on blue side they did it because they just wanted to late invade with flash goals because Olaf is banned and then just create some kind of advantage with Nidalee.
I think it's just like a... I don't want to pick Renekton, so I pick Darius instead.
Yeah. It's also this G2 is like, we need counter pick support no matter what. So, and we need AD top, so just pick something.
Yeah, my gosh.
Alright, late invade as predicted.
I feel like if you have bans, you'd rather play Aatrox, don't know? Like, you might as well, no? You're throwing 2 top bans.
Yeah,
I don't think Darius blind is that much better than Aatrox blind in this point.
I think honestly you'd probably rather play Cassandra, no?
But they banned that themselves.
Oh, they banned Cassandra themselves?
Cassandra is perma-banned against GENG most of the time.
Yeah, I guess it's hard. I mean, it is...
Wait, Sama dropped
like
axe.
I mean, to be fair, you'd rather play Gnar as well, I think. Well, it looks like the top is going well, though.
Alright.
Holy fuck.
Holy.
He wouldn't care anyway. Yeah, but if you don't know how to play this matchup as Fiora, it's actually not a winning matchup. And as soon as I saw Grasp TP, it's actually winning for Darius by a lot.
I don't... Doran
I
doesn't
mean, it's
strike
not
me
the
as
end
the
of the
guy.
world what happened, though.
Honestly,
No,
I watched Caps highlights from 2019 on... Ooh. Is this real?
Actually, this is... Yeah,
This is real.
I remember. So, Hans was saying he wanted to do this like every game. It's two-wave push into dive.
Well, it is
don't
better
actually
because they're level 1, right? But... Holy shit. Big.
Yeah.
Diving while they're level 1 was a Draven classic. They even did that in 2018.
He's dead.
Oh.
You hate to see it.
Yeah,
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's not gonna matter for the game, don't worry, guys. We still have Lissandra.
Caps was micromanaging, but that's why he lost focus on lane.
That is not optimal.
Honestly, I think like the ability to come back from something like that is what defines the best of 5. Like if you're unfazed after getting solo killed in lane, you still just do your job in game. I think there's hope.
Yeah, he definitely needs to base this wave.
Yeah, I was watching Caps 2019 Lissandra highlights. He presses buttons good.
No, for sure.
I was hyping myself
I
up.
think G2 2019 was really, 2019, 2020 was really insane because like it didn't matter if someone on your team minted, like you would still just play the game. Like they wouldn't lose focus, you know. I do think I should have probably just not pressed any keys. I feel like him yoinking that Draven kill there is a bit of a blower for bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, it's still early enough to where I guess the stacks don't really matter.
I think the light could
Well, he
burn
gets
the
like
flash on
100
Draven
gold.
here. Like if he just keeps hitting. No cleanse, has ignite.
But also, he doesn't come...
Oi!
Holy shit.
Yo.
Hey, Jizu.
Can win.
It's a bot gap.
You gotta get those
4 minutes
cash-ins.
again.
Peanut here around mid lane though. They know there's no
Looks like-
caps. They know he could potentially
Caps got solo kills, Jizu.
And they also know
Level
that
3.
Peanut is looking
Yeah.
towards mid, so Peanut is gonna be hovering around
And then they bot though. They split map.
Got solo killed, okay.
Yeah, he got solo killed. They split map.
Trying to look to press it.
So that AD carry
Oh, he's doing the
difference was
air attack.
non-existent
I think this was died without even
Now,
using a single
there's a
sum.
700
With that
gold
child
in
watch.
favor of
See what happens.
Hansama.
This
His
game
bot
was
lane is
never
known
gonna work.
domestically as being
Agreed.
hyper-aggressive, and
But
you
like,
saw
how
exactly
do they have
why
Braum flash,
Draven
Draven flash?
earned so much
If
respect.
this Japhilios does not die one more time, at least minimum one more time. Minimum. This guy is 0-3-0 on my scoreboard.
Actually, be almost
Yeah.
on top.
I think the wave is not bouncing though, it's just gonna be even.
And I think Broken Blade's gonna
I
have
don't
to
think he
leave,
can
right?
touch CS
Even
if
just
Braum
making
just keep
a
flashes
lead
him in
is such a
attacks.
big
He's just
victory.
dead.
Okay.
Draven can
Because
walk
you're gonna
past
go
him.
for this
No
dive, and
sums.
he hasn't left.
Start with IQ,
Yeah,
no? Okay. Doesn't matter, I guess.
As long as he just gets hit by the W, he's just actually dead.
Really
He
well
can't
played by
move,
Doran.
champion.
They're waiting out.
Damn.
Actually, it's really important there that you apprehend Q both people.
Broken Blade waits it out, but doesn't
Yeah.
have the damage to actually knock him down. And that is
Yeah,
a
his
massive
nexus kinda
loss.
exploded
No
right
TP.
there.
That is 10, 12 minions
It doesn't
there
really
that
get
he's
better
gonna
for
lose,
Darius.
plus the death.
They need to do the Adam now and just buy Warden's mail. And
Nah, that's not gonna work. But if you said do the Adam and like you gave up your lane completely and run bot, then I can see it. No?
Nah, I mean,
Maybe
he just goes full tank when he's behind on Darius.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, sure. you
And
can
the
do
worst
that,
part
right?
about this is
Just
Vivi
build like
is gonna hit
Tapis,
5,
like-
but Doran's close to 6. It's
Tapis
almost an
and run
entire
around.
That'll be
level
Bramble.
behind. So, the kill goes to your
Yeah,
opponent,
just-
you lose the full wave.
You can
you're
actually
down a
kill
full
Grasp
level.
Fiora still.
So it
If
is
you-
gonna
if she,
be
like,
Doran
overplays
in a
her hand, you can
really
definitely
strong
kill her.
place here, because this is
Yeah,
one of
it's
those
possible.
matchups that Darius
It's possible
can
to
win
look for
the
solo
first
plays.
couple
I think
rounds.
until she
But
gets Sandra.
if you fall behind, it's not like you can pray for late
I
game.
don't
You're
know.
never
I
gonna
mean, she
start
really,
winning
really
if you
has
fall
to
behind
grieve a
score
lot
the side.
on
You
Sandra
have look
to
towards
die, I think.
scrappy
No, I
fights
agree.
around
That
the
is fact.
arrows, around the dragon, trying to
Okay.
get those resets.
I think they can stack the wave bot slow enough for Nidalee to secure Darius and then go bot. I don't see how Aphelios can even hit the wave with no sums.
I mean, to be fair, like, this Ahri can 1v9 the game so hard. I think, like, Merc threats against the Sandra in Italy, I don't know, she can push every wave, like, run everywhere, you know? Like, I think even if bot lane should be hard to play in theory, there should be a way they can play around it.
I feel it wasn't 0-3-0, so the game is instantly much more playable as well. I think this guy should have died minimum once.
I think they
Double
overhit
flash,
the
double
cannon
flash.
wave. Because the position gets so much work against blue.
I think Nidalee should have just hard committed to bot side and said, fuck it, what happens top lane happens top lane. What happens in top lane stays in top lane.
Yeah, I mean it will. I mean Fiora like will not be a factor until she can actually clear the wave. She can't clear the wave until she gets like 2 items. So.
I agree, but she like Nidalee mega fucked up using 2 timers into top IMO. Like that cringe gank was never gonna work, and then even more cringe is to go top to catch the wave and try to do something like to catch like what 7 CS for Nidalee. Like who cares at this point, right?
Yeah. I think if you play Nidalee, you need to do stuff, you know. Like for the most part. I mean, of course, like catching a wave that is free is also fine, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just think they use this timer at the bot lane.
Like they could have set up for red and red for sure.
Yeah.
I think also if they didn't if they didn't hit the cannon wave too hard, because the wave crossed to a point where Aphelios could actually hit the wave with blue and he could actually thin out the wave. Because I think they just overhit.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I don't think if you can hit with blue if Nidalee's near them, you know? Because you just Q flash Braum and he's just dead. Like, there's nothing you can do. He had no flash, right? You're playing his flash with no flash, no cleanse. All Nidalee needs to do is just literally, he doesn't even need to throw a spear. He can just walk up with cat form and start basic attacking him.
Need to check what their actual bans were. G2.
It was Cassante,
Annie. Annie's a weird ban, I think it's not necessary.
I think it was Cannon as well first.
Yeah, Cannon, Cassante, Annie. Because I think, like, when I was looking at it yesterday, I think like Aphelios was actually a legit ban for them. Because they don't play it, and I feel like Aphelios can contest every matchup.
Yeah, I guess you could make the argument that... Actually, I don't know how like the draft power is gonna go down exactly, but like you can make the argument that they just go to the next best 80, right?
Maybe if they ban Aphelios, the enemy first picks Draven, and they have no answer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I actually think Varus is a better answer into Draven than Aphelios is. So if you ban Aphelios, you 1-2 Draven, they go 2-3 Varus. I think they're very happy.
I think it's also just a champion quality.
Meta, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a little bit.
Isn't Braum actually the X factor here? He wins the matchup, either side. Like Varus Braum will win Draven, and Draven Braum wins Varus.
I don't think you auto-win. Like, I think Varus Thresh can easily contest. I think you can easily contest Varus Thresh.
Well, Braum can die actually, if you have Draven into Braum.
Varus can kill Braum too.
That's fair.
They for sure needed to do the swap. Like, it was gonna get so much worse, I think, if they just kept doing this.
Yeah, this is really big.
Huge.
Because this is where the Darius tank...
Yeah, very lost.
Like I mean, Rogue doesn't even know what they're doing. Now he can walk up those since he's slow enough, so...
Yeah.
Well, Darius is gonna BitConnect here, he's farming bitcoins.
But Leona needs to just space and TP bot now, or what? Like, what are they actually doing?
Yeah,
Maybe she's not
is also dizzy, by the way. He
Wait,
walked all the way
he's
up
not hitting
like,
plates.
Darius
is not hitting plates.
I don't think he should hit
Ego non ti contano, it's okay.
I think he should have just insta-cleared the wave, though.
Yeah, that one for sure, because no one is fucking bot, 100%.
I mean, it's the... I
Now we
don't know.
can't...
Fiora is probably not gonna freeze. Because G2 can... I mean, I think there's like G2 can swap back, right? And then...
Yeah, but I think you should like slow push, you know? You should restrain the swipe and just take it slow.
Yeah, he's pushing too fast.
Might as
The
well
wave could
deny
have
it,
been
cannon
crashed
switch,
on his side.
Oh, what?
Okay, wow.
That's crazy.
That's just not winning.
It was a lot. 6 trials.
Oh.
Oh!
That kills, no?
Oh, not the cash.
Wow! It was so close, actually.
Refuses to flash.
G2 finding another pick after GENG tried to force the dive. They knew that they had the numbers advantage.
Honestly,
Literally just went, if I get hit by Nidalee, I'd rather die.
GENG bot lane looking a little bit boosted, no?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have flashed the fucking Draven ultimate. I don't know the execute damage.
No, I agree. I think it was a couple of numbers off, by the way.
Hey,
This
The one I
was, like,
did right
this
now.
was
It's really close.
for
right?
sure.
Yeah,
like,
if he got that cash in, I mean, I don't actually
single
know.
digits.
Yeah.
but I've got to say, it was kind of a
It was
bizarre
really close.
overforce from GENG.
I mean, and not flashing the spear as well, like the guy is literally fucking...
Before the stun even landed from the
I don't even know what's going on.
I don't know.
The spear is okay movement at least, but Driven ult, if that's an execute, that's fucking bad.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you don't flash the Draven ult there, and then you can get the hold your flush. Please just at least flash the spear, you know? Like, why do you take the L?
I still think it's probably hard for G2 to win, but like, I mean, GENG is playing a little bit weird, right? I don't know. I think Draven literally having to carry against the Ahri Vi.
I don't disagree.
Oh,
Fiora is recalling, bangs the Vines under, Darius' Nexus just exploded.
By the way, was it a Darius into Fiora? Or Fiora into
Darius on 4 because they wanted to counter support.
I feel like, what's his name? Boal sent Adam 0-3 in this matchup.
On Fiora side?
Yeah.
Fiora side is winning if you play with Ignite. If you don't play Ignite, Darius has a lot of breathing room.
Yeah, it was Ghost Ignite against the Flash Ghost.
Yeah. It's definitely winning if you play Conqueror Ignite. Very hard. She does way too much damage.
That guy Boal is actually pretty good, I feel like.
Yeah, he's been playing well, yeah. He's been playing super well. Agreed.
Actually, was in my game, right? Blank really. That one. He was morphing there as well.
Okay.
And G2 is really
So why are those teams still in London? Just cause or what? Or are they actually applying?
Some Brazilian teams got invited, like I think the top 3 Brazilian teams got invited to boot camp during MSI.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're in Heretics, I think.
I see.
Some of them, they're in Heretics house, I don't know where. But I saw logos on Los Grandes streams in Twitch.
Wow, Gale Force driven.
Yeah, Pierre Dole, you can't be joking. What is that?
Feel like it.
Very low damage right now on the Draven.
Well, I don't
Not
like
only low
it.
damage, it's just shit.
I think you need to trust the Lissandra and Brom to make sure that you don't die if they try to kill you.
I think if you go into a fight right now, there's like no way you have enough damage to kill like both the Vi and the Fiora and the Ahri. Like,
I think with Gale Force to take the shutdown. That's what I think it is for.
yeah, maybe. I mean,
Maybe, yeah.
he definitely needs to get the cash in and get a second item quick, I think.
R into Gale Force, let's go. I wanna see it.
To fight the Draven right now. They can wait for a team fight later on, wait for the Aphelios to get items, because you can already see the Gale Force.
I mean, it's a one-trick Draven as well, so he knows better, I guess.
Or he's just choking really hard now.
I'm not sure if I like that argument, you know? It's like, well, he's a one-trick, he knows better.
I mean, it's the same thing about Echo Fleet Footwork.
Like, footwork is good. Like that like
We talked
takes
about
2 seconds to realize it's good.
second
Yeah,
thing, no?
Very rune 3 that is dog shit.
No, but anyway, just talk about Fleet Footwork. Not many people will go that, you know?
Yeah, but when you look at it and it makes
because
sense,
you play a lot of
you know what I'm
frags,
saying?
then you can. And for the same
But I
reason,
mean, it's like-
I guess on Draven.
Yeah, but I mean, sure, you can say he's like a Draven OTP, right? But you have also played like 20k league games yourself, and some of them are against Draven, you know. And you know that if you see a Draven with Gale Force, he's gonna tickle you. So, like at this point in the game, if I'm playing Fiora, that I'm not worried if I tank like 4 autos from Draven, you know.
I mean, I will put the like.
I'm surprised he's
the
so
same
committed
argument
to doing
for,
Mythic first, though. Like, he always does Mythic first, no? Like, he never goes the Essence Reaver build. I'm so surprised he doesn't do it, because I feel like it's like the...
It's gonna be a big fight here, actually. They can one shot Draven, no?
This is probably...
Draven is fucking dead, am I wrong?
Slash cleanse and Brom has E still.
Wait,
It's okay.
I think GENG's playing it well. Oh, except for that. What was
Oh,
that?
that's not good from Mickey.
oh shit, the DNC? Is that?
That's
The
too
Gale
much.
Force get away though.
Rest in peace.
I really like GENG's patience here. The fact that they waited until they had position. Jesus.
Yeah, I thought they will go decent, actually.
They waited until everyone was in
This game
fight
is not gonna get
position.
easier.
It's
It's not gonna get easier, and they are like, yeah, they're already at the breakpoint where it's like too hard to play.
Yeah, Draven didn't get a shot.
Yeah, it's just is a great TP
Oh
board
man,
there
then literally
from
you're staring at the
was a
fucking
heavy
Fiora,
base
hitting her with
on it.
fucking basic
And the Hans
attacks.
wanted to collapse on the TP and try to kill it up, but they just
How many
didn't have
junglers are
enough
up
people there
like
to make
1k
it
gold
happen.
and then that's
And he
what they
ends up
do?
just giving over
Yeah,
all
Italy
of
is
those
like for
stacks,
sure
plus
the
hundreds
most.
of stacks
I don't
in
know.
that
I
death
hate
that is
like.
so painful.
I mean, for sure
Plus
it's
the
not bad,
flash,
but
plus
like
the
in
kill
games like this
activation.
now it's
So
just
it comes
completely
down to this
useless.
early fight
Like
here.
I would
What
hate
Nidalee
to.
does in this
Side
fight, you
step
know?
on the
Like,
ulti as well,
it's
making
just actually
connect.
sad.
And yes,
Like,
the
I think
target's
Nidalee is
blocked,
good
but
if you have
both sides
multiple
of the
champs
queue
that can
actually
force a
hit
fight
on.
for her.
Who's at
But if you only have
50% with a
Lissandra,
peel back?
They're just waiting for Fiora and then they just... Nice, that's very nice.
It's just Caps who gets stunned.
Okay.
Is Velvet completely fucked this match or they're playing?
Just taken down.
nothing changed for her, no?
Because the Yank was playing a lot of Velvet, no? I feel like Velvet could actually be not bad champ. Like in last Worlds as well, it was pretty good against the Eastern teams. Like they, I don't know.
Elegantly danced around.
I think not a lot of people play this champ. It's like pretty good cheese.
Honestly, it's such a good opener though, because GENG, like G2 had to pick Draven. Like it's been banned for too long, they had to pick it, and the fact that they lose on it, it's like...
Yeah,
it's rough
but
for
I
the whole
mean,
tournament.
I mean, they're not really losing because of botcat either, right?
Yeah.
Sounds painful.
I could see them.
I could
I could
walk
see
away.
them banning Draven anyways, right? But just because of how bot was going early. But I mean, they don't have to, right?
I think the Annie ban is the ban that is misplaced. I think like letting Vi go if you don't plan to undo it. Like even if the enemy first picked Vi there, I think just because of Chovy's preference to play Ahri, I think you have to reconsider this one.
Didn't speak Ahri or what?
Alright, hear me out guys, hear me out. I think their draft plan would have just been better if instead of Nidalee, we have Jarvan.
I think that's fair too, yeah.
If you see one pick of Helios, you play like a Jarvan, Draven, plus Connor pick support. If they go Thresh to like salvage the thingy, like it's like one of the weakest supports when it comes to like level 1-2, you know? Like Thresh can't do shit 1-2 against most supports in the game, I feel like. I don't know, maybe I'm coping. But I feel like that way you can also actually let Caps play something that's like relatively...
They straight up lose this, no?
Oh, they're all dead.
With G2 have
I
no
don't even
play
know what I
anymore.
would have picked. I don't know what I would have picked top even. Like I think Gnar maybe, but then you're picking Gnar and like Vi, Ahri, Aphelios.
I mean, unironically, like, if you're sending it to this point, you're willing to blind Darius into the wind, like, why don't you slam 30 games of Gangplank and just take it up the ass?
And all of a sudden, the
Yeah.
gold lead now enormous for GENG.
Just fucking pick Sion and just fucking ult bot 6 and enjoy life.
You can't, if your top side is Nidalee, Lissandra,
Yeah, you can't
and you
pick- you
have
can't
15
pick
minutes to play League of
Legends.
Legends, 15 minutes of League of Legends, you either win the game or lose. In Graves top side,
I just think if you're picking Draven Nidalee, it's like everything else in the game begins to matter so much less.
I mean, I think you can definitely pick some AD champs that can do stuff, you know? I think if you play like a little Graves, a little Gangplank, you know, something that's just like actually scaling, like, it can take over the game. If you're having a good game and you're like 11 CS per minute on these champs, you kind of get ignored because all the action is bot side.
Very aggressively. You know, they were actually down 4 ultimates at one point in this fight, but
I think ideally if you put like so many games on the champ, you probably want it to be like...
100-0 fight.
I mean, it depends, right? If you want to go the route where like
There's the Fiora ultimate chunking
pick a
down.
champ that
There's
he
the
doesn't have a
ultimate
lot of
for Pace
experience
chunking
against,
Hans
just to
even
cheese it.
further. And
But
now
then
they
I
only
think
have one
Jace
ultimate
would probably
range,
just
but
be a
it's
better champ.
peanuts. And as soon as Hans is in range,
Like it's so it's really fucking risky to play this game, but I could see Jace working.
Ulti right in on
No, I
top.
agree.
There's
I
the
think
ulti
Jace
from
is also a
Delight following
possibility,
it
but
right
you would
up,
need to be
and he
very
just
good at
gets burst down.
Yeah, I mean it's a champ that everyone has played against a million times, right? So that's like the difference.
Yeah, agreed.
That you're just going into a matchup where he knows kind of like he knows the limits a bit better.
See how well
100%.
GENG are playing these fights. Dragon taken by them, as you say, Azael, and now a 6,000 gold lead for the LCK first seed.
Probably needed to break the wave level 4, now that I think back to how the game played out. Like when Nidalee hovered top, you just have to break the wave there instead of letting it bounce back into you to avoid the 3-man top. Or the alternative is if you get 3-man top, Nidalee cannot be anywhere near your side and we just dive bot lane.
You have Lissandra set up, but
Yeah,
No
I
matter
think
what,
just
send it.
I think just running bot and diving would have been the better play, probably.
No, for sure, from Nidalee's perspective. All I'm saying is since Nidalee used the timer into top, Darius should have adjusted by clearing the wave. There was no other option for him.
But I think the teams in Europe have
Because of what happened mid lane, right? Lissandra couldn't contest Prio anymore.
and I think that this is a great
Or not, maybe couldn't, but I mean, I don't think she can. I actually don't know if one death matters whether you can contest Prio or not, but it makes sense that you don't want to.
Never needs to leave a side lane, which means
I think they need to adjust Annie ban and then I just switch the Nidalee pick to something else.
Nah, I don't think this draft is winning if you just switch it to something else though. I mean, maybe if you have Jarvan and then you can pick something like a little bit more safe top.
It's more about who G2 is. I think if they want to play a game where they are competitive in a way where like they scale better or like better matchup somehow, and then they will have to convert like later on. I don't think that they will win this type of game against GENG.
I don't disagree. I think maybe you do a little like a Jarvan 1-2, or maybe even like honestly at this point, if you're gonna blind top, I think there's actually a lot of value in just grabbing top 1-2. I'm not even joking. Like I think top 1-2 and making them reconsider being able to grab mid jungle combos. It's pretty OP.
I don't know what their plan is actually. Like the Nidalee Lissandra, I don't know if I can see them winning 2v2 mid, but I think the way this game was going, like there's just no reason to.
It's a solo bolo. He kills that. Wait, where's the ghost?
Oh, maybe.
Ghost is last spell used.
There's no mana at least.
No, you can kill him for sure. It's a kill, no? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Donation.
He's back.
I mean, well, we did say he had to blunder significantly. Here we are.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just stayed twice, right? Like Brogan probably got to like reset like 2 or 3 times before this happened.
Something like that. But yeah, I think also Aatrox is not terrible when I look at their top side, you know? Like they're like what, Aphelios, Vi, Ahri? Like I don't think Aatrox is terrible in this game. If you're gonna use that many bans, you could blind him. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just preference. I think all of it. There's like arguments to be made why it's like suboptimal. I mean, you are blinding, anyways, right? But
no, I see what you mean.
Like he probably just prefers like the Darius Fiora matchup. I guess maybe he prefers it over Aatrox Fiora or like I don't know.
Yeah. Actually, I think if you're willing to play Pantheon this game, that champ is fucking broken.
Yeah, I think Pantheon could be good, actually.
Oh, Pantheon I like, Pantheon sounds fucking good.
Pantheon, Nidalee, Lissandra, no, that's a fucking top side. Subscribe.
You just switch up your ban, you remove a little Gragas, and
you just play fucking...
They even played Pantheon in playoffs, but I think I don't know, I think they just didn't want to play it anymore because it was not going too well.
I feel like, I guess the second game they played, Pantheon was kinda meh.
Yeah. I mean, one game he was like... He was getting like a lot of, I don't know if it was like repeatable, you know, and then second game it was not going well, so it was, I think they just gave up on it.
Yeah, fair enough, I'm just saying, like if your strategy is to pick Nidalee, Lissandra, Draven bottom side, I'm down to just commit, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he has too much confidence now.
Oh, he actually wins that. Even though I think 1v1, I think is really close. I mean, I'm not sure. It's like one of those situations where it's like whoever gives is gonna lose, you know? First person to run loses. I'm not sure. I feel like Darius could win though. How much AD does he have in that spot when he's back against the wall? Like 300?
Yeah, I guess going grass makes a big difference.
Yeah. I agree. If it's Conqueror Fiora, he would just fucking slam him. Grass twos are nothing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, also I think this Aphelios not getting killed was completely illegal, by the way. He's 0-2-0, Brom flash, Draven flash, and he does not take another L.
Yeah.
Cannot be allowed. Cannot be allowed. Especially because they made a play into topside, so it's not even as if we didn't know where Vi was. We knew exactly where Vi was.
Oh shit, Doran's playing for fun.
Indeed.
This is what I said as well, like, I think I don't know, this is what I said to you as well yesterday, Yamato. I think you just have to ban Ahri, like...
Yeah. No, or deny the Vi, and then he'll, like, rethink what he picks at least.
That's a quadra kill.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because at least, like, all of the junglers that Peanut likes to play, like the Wu and whatever, it seems like from MSI that Vi is the one that seems to be the least affected. Just to see what changes in Peanut's pool.
That's actually a pentakill for him, by the way. He got yoinked.
Because this 1-2-3 that GENG did is like a very common 1-2-3. They did this.
Yeah, this is like the Exodia 1-2-3.
Yeah.
TP back in, able to punish.
You can pick almost anything top, and it will make sense.
Like they're picking the most blindable AD without like having to lock support as well, right? I assume at least. Like
no, they don't.
GENG is like also pickable, but support it's more like support reliant. That I feel is.
Yeah, Jinx can have a hard time in some matchups.
Yeah.
Like against maybe Lushnami or Philios can't pick support, some of those.
I think if you ban Ahri instead of Annie, and then just your logic is basically like give them Vi because they can't contest the trade side, or like they can't really contest early game against Nidalee. That's your logic, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But Annie is a strange one because it's like I think Genji they didn't play much Annie, but in LCK playoffs it was basically accepted that Red Side team first ban Annie. Like everyone did it because Annie was OP as fuck, right?
I mean, the thing is, I can see them playing like Annie Vi as well, and then Draven also can't play later in the game. But I think just taking the Ahri out because it's like I don't know, it's just Asian Ahri, you know. Like I think you just have to ban it. Like they are playing against European Ahri, and I said like you can't pick Ahri in Europe unless you're caps, but I think against Chovy you just have to ban it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Tough first game. At least G2 have a blue side, they can cope a bit. Guys, we go blue side now. Everything will change.
I remember a conversation with Jizuke about Conqueror Nidalee and how useful it was. And to bet how much Conqueror value he got this game?
Conqueror Nidalee. How good it... Yak was Conqueror Nidalee this game, or what?
Yeah, and he probably got 0 fucking stacks from it. Absolutely 0 bonus damage.
I think you can remove Conqueror from the equation.
There were no
Nidalee is useless.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, that one as well.
What do you mean it's disrespectful to compare Chovy to Caps? They are literally playing against each other. Analysis is to compare them both. I said in my video, Chovy in terms of lane phase, in terms of individual play, mechanical play, fucking insane. If G2 can find a way to make the game chaotic and be more revolved around making sure that mid connects with jungle support, I think Caps can be a little bit better there. But Chovy in isolation is better than Caps. That's not Caps' strength.
36 or some bullshit at minute 5, and Nidalee's Nexus still exploded.
Yeah, it's for sure like the champion where this is most likely to happen, like Nidalee being 200 CS ahead and still losing the game.
I do agree, the champ has potential to like do some crazy shit, but if you don't, you're useless, and if you do, that doesn't even win you the game on the spot. It's like, you might.
I think Nidalee, you need to be just so much better than the opponent. I think you're putting way too much fucking pressure on yourself.
I actually think if you play like a pro comp with Nidalee, she's good. Like, I actually think if your comp is like Maokai, Jace, Nidalee topside, I think that is a solid topside. Like, I wouldn't mind scaling with that topside. Nidalee has some purpose.
When do you play Maokai top? Because in those cases, right? In those cases, it's like in context of what is like played right now, it's like Maokai jungle, Gragas jungle. Just fucking play that at that point, you know.
Nah,
and you can just play the same with Jace and whatever the fuck else you want, you know?
Give me 2 weeks of, look, not even, 1 week of MSI scrims, I would blind Maokai Nautilus today.
Give me 2 weeks and you're gonna do it today.
2 weeks and I'll do it today.
I'm saying, like, if I had 2 weeks, I would show up today. You know, if I had 2 weeks of prep like these teams did, I would show up today and I'd blind these champs, no fucks given. These champs are not bad.
I mean, nothing really changed about these champs. Like, I mean, Maokai a bit, right? But not really for top that much.
Yeah, I think you're being chilling. If you manage to get level 5, like, obviously you have tier, Dorn Shield, you press Q twice on the wave's gone. You just play phase rush in these cancer matchups, you know? Like, you just play phase rush Maokai top. You just disengage.
I did that at Worlds. You know, actually at Worlds I played Maokai into Gwen, and I started E, and I just put an E in the bush, and I just sat in my bush and went out, and every time he like wanted to like trade E on me, I just ran to my bush, and he couldn't do anything. Yeah,
no, I mean,
it's the E level 1, and he couldn't do anything.
No, legit, I think the champ is fucking good. Like Maokai Nautilus right now as flex, like I think it's a really solid champ to just pick Maokai top in these games. Like
Yeah, but then I don't know. Then we played I played Maokai against what was it? It was against T1, right? I was playing Maokai against Yon. I was like 10 CS down at 10 minutes, and then we just lost the game.
Yeah, but like, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're gonna pick Maokai, go down 10 CS, and if you lose the game, I don't think that's your fault. You know, you picked a useful champ.
I need to see like what was the state actually.
I think it also depends on how. It's like if you're gonna bleed on side the whole fucking game because you're playing Maokai.
I don't think champs bleed on side anymore though. Like, what champion actually goes to side lane and starts bleeding out of his ass unless he got murdered in lane? Like, pretty much no.
It's like in preparation for Drakes, people like whoever is stronger than you can set up the wave in a way where it will crash when you don't want to be there, and like this adds up.
Yeah, but you can TP, right? So, but that's just playing a tank, right? Like, no matter what, if you blind pick a tank, you will have this experience, unless you're playing Cassante, which doesn't really count because you're not a tank.
Yeah, Cassante is he's a juggernaut.
He's whatever he wants to be at the moment, you know? Like, he wants to be an assassin, he can be an assassin. He wants to be a bruiser, he can be a bruiser. He wants to be a tank, he can be a tank. But yeah, no, I mean, just saying. I think in terms of strategy, like, if you want to play Nidalee, I think Maokai Jace is like a really good top side to play. Or like Nautilus as well, you know, Nautilus or Maokai. Like, I think that is scaling for Nidalee, I think. Because you can reliably get a lot of roots and, you know, easily, you have time basically to play the fight because Maokai is so fucking tanky in solo lane.
Okay, in my mind at that point, I think it just sounds easier to me to just play Maokai jungle or Gragas jungle.
And Nidalee top.
I'm just saying, if you want to draft Nidalee, I think you need to be willing to play Nautilus or Maokai in your lanes. Otherwise, you can't play. That's what I'm saying.
I have bad memories of playing Warwick top against Nautilus and then Nidalee just spearing me on cooldown.
Yeah, it's really fucking hard. Like, same with Maokai, by the way. Like, it's not, like, I think if you ban Fiora, there's not many champs that can just completely ignore the fact that Maokai just W's you into a full range Nidalee spear and you just drop dead. I don't even think Olaf can really do what he wants. Like, phase rush Maokai will just run away. He doesn't give a shit. And obviously, like, what Korean player is going to pick Olaf? There's like, what, 2 or 3 of them? Like, this champ is not on the radar.
I think the only reason Maokai is not really... I mean, Maokai is like, you for sure give up... like, compared to a champ like, Ornn, Cassante, Cyan, you have like angles where you can outplay, you know? But I mean, you're not actually picking to outplay. When you pick Maokai, you're just picking, like... No matter the skill difference, I think... I mean, not always no matter the skill difference, but I think it's very unlikely that Maokai ends up ahead, you know? He probably just ends up where he's supposed to end up.
Honestly, guys, I'm coming for your jobs. I'm gonna just start playing Maokai and run away. I'm gonna start my career.
Trust me, it's so fucking OP. Like, I just have Fimble Winter, Abyssal Mask, and I just cannot die. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, this champ refuses to die. If it has a reasonably good game, Maokai just refuses to die. I don't know.
Hello.
It's not the best champ, but I'm down.
Right. If I could have coffee and water and gel, I would be really happy. Thank you.
Actually, I think Rengar is also a fucking good blind pick top. No cap. This champ is kind of broken. If you're gonna send it and pick a blind pick AD top laner, I'm down. Just pick Rengar.
I think it's really strong in some matchups, yeah. But I don't know what like Doran would pick against Rengar blind.
That's the point as well, right? Like, if you see that shit, like, this guy plays on Korean server, he's seen Darius before. Do you think he's fucking seen Rengar in the last 2 fucking decades? Like, what the fuck? Like, maybe season 3, you know? You see Rengar and you're just like, yo, so what exactly do you play against?
Pick me Gragas.
Yeah, I don't even think that's a problem for Rengar. I think Rengar kind of shits on Gragas.
Yeah, actually,
the whole fucking, you full combo and run away, Rengar just WWs and just spits in your face.
It's actually unplayable for Gragas. I played it.
It's fucking hard, man.
I mean, it's not like I mean, I think playing against Rengar is more like knowledge about playing against Rengar than champs. Unless you're playing like a champ that actually can't like.
Yeah, can't interact with him at all.
Yeah, that actually.
There was
like,
this
I think Gragas
Rengar.
can. So I think if you're Gragas and you're like, you have knowledge in how to play against Rengar, I think you're completely fine.
You just have to max range Q, and then the only way he can actually force on you is if he like does jump bola, you know, because that's the only way you can not interact with him. Like, if you get fucked by, like, if he comes out of the bush with bola, then he can actually fuck you.
Even like level 1, if you have a ward and you like a ward from one of your teammates, I think you can make so the lane is just like kind of chill early at least.
I agree.
What rune are you talking about, by the way? Grasp? What do you play?
On Rengar?
Gragas?
Yeah,
Doesn't
Gragas.
really matter. I mean, you probably face rush, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. It's either that or you play tank Gragas with Grasp, and I think it's fine too. Like I said, the only way you can really force his Rengar is if you do the like you open with Bola, you know, like empowered Bola, and you just Bola the guy.
Yeah.
And you chunk him, run away, and then if he body slams forward near your bush, you just end him, you know. Yeah. But you can't really progress the trade much. It's just like a quick chunk and then you run. Definitely not a matchup you're gonna like smash his Rengar, but I definitely think you can freeze the wave and make him uncomfortable, you know. I don't know. I'm just thinking about what you blind AD top, because I've been in this spot a lot where it's like my mid jungle wants to play some like AP jungle and mid combo, and then like I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck do I blind?
Yeah, it always depends on the meta, right? Like in the past, it would be like Renekton, Gnar,
Aatrox, right? It's these three.
Yeah, Aatrox.
It's just one of these three, and then you just play the game. And occasionally it's Jay's Gangplank. Sometimes Camille.
Like yeah, longer ago it would be like Camille, maybe even like Aurelia or some shit if you're really feeling it. But yeah, I don't know.
True. That's pretty much it. And then the rest is just you're cooking.
I like the Pantheon idea.
I mean, I would subscribe. You know, I would just say, hey, guys, I want to try it at least once. And like in this type of game, like I would fucking lane gank myself on Pantheon if I had to.
Yeah, I would probably not go for this draft again though if I was G2. But if they do, I guess Pantheon is better. I think
it's just very hard because this has been G2 for the last month, and I don't know on what plane they compete.
I mean, not literally. I think G2. No, I think G2 is more like pick like these really fucking hard pushing lanes and play like Velvet and just like invade on cooldown. You know, like try and split the map. Try and like have Broken Blade and invade and fuck with the jungler 1v2, you know? I mean, these teams are gonna be like way better at play. Like, it's not easy for them to win, you know? This is not how they win 100%, but I feel like this is more G2 than what they just played.
It's fair. I think
like play Velvet and this guy like crosses your mid tower level 2 after stealing your Raptors, you know, to just try and like completely fuck the game. This I feel like is G2. That's also how they play in scrims from like when I was playing. At least. They would pick like Warwick top and or Olaf top, and they would just like try and 1v2 you jungle top and invade the other side and try and dive your bot at the same time. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Some serious cooking.
Yeah, that's why Screaming G2 was like kind of pointless in winter for us. Like I think Screaming G2, this was like it felt like playing pre like TP change, because I was TPing to my bot tower at least 4 times a game before it was like just to bot, honestly.
Could you remove G2 from that sentence and it still be true?
No.
That
I mean,
yeah,
but also
the previous sentence
like
about screaming.
The first one I made, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could remove G2, but screaming G2 was extra. There was a layer on top of it.
It just TPs every day to bot 4 times.
I had to do our Dominic's job.
Yeah, I know.
That's a sad life. Imagine out of 5 games, it TPs 4 times what?
Did you slam the table though? That's why Oscarin is playing.
I didn't. Actually,
you jump shot at Oscarin's career.
It was kind of refreshing because a lot of the games were just pause and FF when it was like 0-0-0 top side. Or like not top side, but like top lane. And I was just like completely oinking. And then it's like kind of sad to play, you know? But in these games, I was playing like Cassante against Warwick. I was rushing swiftness boots to go and run bot and like just fist fight 50 CS at 20 minutes, you know? So, I don't know. At least I was in the game, I guess.
Nice.
Amen. I approve.
I miss lane swap meta. I loved laning against 2 people. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, shit.
Lane swap meta.
Lane swap meta was so fun, because it's like, there were so many cheeky tricks you could do to cheese people.
Yeah. I mean, you're just kind of playing PvE, right? So
I mean, maybe 10 years ago you could, but nowadays I feel like the way the game works, like if you're in lane swap meta and you're going 4-man,
no, like
suffering,
this was season 2, 3, 4, you know.
Oh, for sure, I would have a lot of fun too when people like were a bit dizzy, you know, and you could like really squeeze, you know, you could like outplay people, you know, make them reconsider what they're doing. But nowadays you're outnumbered. You just
bro, after 2016, there's no lane swap meta anymore. It's whatever.
Yeah. You could probably make teams dizzy right now even. I mean, like if you do it right now, of course, because people don't actually know what the fuck is going on, probably. But I don't know. Like pick like Echo top, just Q the wave twice. They can't block it, or like they are probably not gonna be in lane, and you just or like go and Q bot wave twice, right? I guess in this case, since you're the one lane swapping.
Yeah, I agree, but the main issue with lane swaps that I've seen, the people that do it, is like whenever something goes wrong in their game, they're infinitely more dizzy than if they just played a normal game and ate shit, you know? Like if they just went down 1k gold, like 1k gold down in a lane swap, I feel like the teams that initiate the lane swap get so dizzy themselves when it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
They actually get
self debuff, you know?
Bro, we were so clean with it though in Splice. We were very clean with it. We knew all the scenarios in 2016. We qualified to playoffs. We're like 9-3, like 4 or some shit. I don't remember our scoreline. And then we qualified to playoffs, and then on playoffs patch we remove lane swap from the game. And our first matchup is Forgiven Grey.
Yeah, I think it actually helped a lot. Like back then, it helped a lot to have like. You needed like to have a little bit of ego, you know. I think if I didn't have, I mean, I didn't have like crazy ego, but if I didn't try and min max how much I could get out of like lane swap, I don't think, like I think if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be as good.
For sure, like there was a certain level of choices behind gold distribution.
Yeah.
You could choose to push another wave, or you could choose not to push that wave and let your AD have it.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of teams that fucked up like basic things, like not letting the like back then. I guess it was not as basic, but like not letting the tower finish off the wave probably, or doing like a lot. Like there was a lot of things that were like getting messed up, you know, that just completely fucked your top lane over. So I think if your top laner was like a quiet one that just let bots kind of like carry how the game, like the tempo of the game, then you are not going to do as well in lane swaps.
We on draft, ladies and gentlemen. They banned Nidalee themselves and Vi, and now they banned Draven on red. But Aphelios is in still. I wonder if Hansama actually plays Aphelios. Because I don't know what they were going to 2-3.
By the way, is Cannon Thanos or what? Because I hear you guys talk like Cannon is Thanos, and I don't get it.
I don't think it is. I think it's just fine.
I mean, just to let you know, they either pick Cannon or Jace. They first pick Cannon and Jace so many times to you.
AP damage?
But it's only in Europe, I feel like.
Yeah, it's blindable AP damage, but I don't think...
No, it's not only Europe.
I don't think like AP damage is like needed, no?
The consistency, I meant. The consistency that they first pick Cannon and Jace. It's only Europe. Like LCK, LPL, there are
Jace not so much, but LPL was... Cannon was... Probably more than Europe.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, LPL likes Cannon, yeah.
Because who are the Cannon players in Europe? It's like Shigenda, BB, and Chasey, no?
I think everyone played it, no? Just people played it worse. I don't know. Didn't everyone play it?
I don't think everyone played it.
It was only at playoffs where it became
For example, like Adam never played it. They perma-banned both sides.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't remember anybody else.
But it was only like after playoffs where Cannon became like a big thing, right?
Very surprised.
Or like after like the regular splits, people didn't actually play it, no?
Regular split, no, because it got buffed really hard, right?
Yeah,
at 30.5. The regular split was 13.4. What are they gonna cook for bot? Oh wow. Okay, I guess they have enough options. There's Jinx open, Rakan open, Lucian, Nami. And they can send any support.
And also, in 2020, the last time these two teams met, it was Caps stealing an Ash Arrow that won them game 2. Obviously, only a couple of players remain from those.
They banned it themselves, actually, that's kind of fun.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Getting rid of the Silas, the Rakan, and the Gragas here from G2, so we won't see Doran going back to comfort in the top lane. There's
They don't give a fuck. Chisana into Cannon is not a thing, right? That doesn't sound like it should be a thing.
I mean, it kind of looks like it's a thing, no? Because like,
it's a thing if you're willing to play it.
Like, why would you pick Tristana or like instantly slam it like that if it's...
They did already. In game 5, the finals, they did already. Was it game 5, the finals?
Looks like it's
I remember
gonna be
when the double carries, he just fucking slammed the Tristana mid to have more damage.
But now it's Tristana top is what I mean, you know?
Yeah,
It's,
it's into Cannon, yeah.
oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, it's like a case where if something goes wrong for Tristana, he's probably gonna be like completely useless.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think there's like a chance that it works.
Did they say any
Like
support
Maokai
here?
is hard to Tristana is hard to play against.
I agree with you as far as marking it, but like Lissandra can struggle
I
in
agree.
those long lanes, especially against an energy champion. Like you have to get the push, and then hopefully you're not overextending for a gank.
I think I'm
That's
still
an
leaning
element.
towards it being a support, but we'll have to see if it is, as you say, in that top lane. Thresh Jinx, you talked about the ability to burst down one target. Jinx loves that as well. If she can get excited,
This can be 1-1.
that's when she really ramps up.
I'm not a fan of what I see on my screen from Gen G side, and G2 has like the most meta golem comp I've ever seen, you know?
Yeah?
I think if I was Yike, I would probably do like my 3 bot side camps into like just sprint top to be there before Maokai and like maybe get like a chunk on the Tristana and then just go farm your camp. Like I think if you just get one chunk, the Cannon is probably
I actually don't know how that matchup would go level 1. Like I think if you just play it to play for pushes Cannon, like can't you just have it against Trist? Like,
No.
Stats,
He can go E, and the AoE from killing minions is enough to get push.
Yeah,
you
but I
get hit in
think
the
that's
face a
fine,
bunch of
right?
times, no? You just get hit in the face by Cannon a bunch of times if you just ignore him and just try to push.
The range is same, and if Cannon tries to it, then he gets E auto in the face,
Yeah, but-
then he has to back off, and then it's the
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
that's what I mean.
He has
Like, he
time
can
to
just
push
back
more.
off, and then he can E into you, and with the attack speed buff, he will fist you.
Not sure how I would play it actually. Maybe I would just...
I know, I'm
also
thinking
at the
about
same
Jason.
time, if both hits 2 at the same time and you get like hit by W from Tristana, you're probably...
Yeah, you need to play level
Probably
1,
in
like,
trouble,
I think,
yeah.
really aggressive. I think you need to play level 1 really aggressive as Cannon, though, because if you don't, you're just gonna keep getting pushed in. Like, you're never gonna get breathing room.
I think Blitzcrank is a bit rough. But at least it's like Maokai Lissandra 2v2 mid. Well, how's Annie into Lissandra, Jizu? Does Lissandra just push?
Yeah, first levels for sure, because you do need to go shield level 1 as Anne. So you basically are farming gold, and then level 2, 3 you just trade Q-stun, but
Wait,
still
you need to
Lissandra
go
can get
shield?
priority once. You kinda want to go shield, because it means that you're poking enemy while you take no damage whatsoever. It's gonna be
Yeah.
300 HP down, and by level 2.
I guess that's
If you
fair,
just
yeah.
use it properly, you know, it's like so broken.
I mean, I
And you
guess
get,
they're like... I mean, I guess all the other spells are like... It's
Yeah,
probably
like-
unreasonable to think that you're gonna like ever
Yeah.
do anything.
Like imagine you go Q level 1 and you just face check and get damages, whatever, you know. It's better to get first level than shield level 1.
This top laner because it's not what we
I haven't
expected
played
him
the
at
new
all.
Annie,
I did
actually,
check
or,
last
like,
time we
after
saw
the change.
internationally Tristana top. Huni.
It's a fun
Clutch
the
Gaming in
Rebirth is like
2019 against Fnatic.
so
It wasn't
powerful.
a
Actually, I
good
think
team,
if you're
and
really
they
fucking
lost.
smart, you
So
lane
it's a
swap,
good
you know?
side here for G2.
No,
Into Tristana is chilling, no?
We'll see how things
No.
play out.
It's bad.
G2 is a team
I think
Like
Kim
on
is
top,
better,
on top,
actually.
level 2 on top, I think you get all in easily, like you
Both
fucking
of
die.
you get all in. One has a stun, one does not yet, you know?
Yeah, but you get he does a stun, so what, you know, you jump into the enemy.
You outrange
And then you
Danny
get-
by like 100
Yeah,
range,
yeah,
no?
but-
You're chilling.
No, like I mean, yeah, of course with auto, but you just get jumped on, you stun her, okay, and after what do you do? You're slowed, and he's gonna pop the explosive shot, and you get to lean again.
If you wait 30 seconds after she hits level 2, Tristana cannot jump for the next 2 minutes. Because she has no idea where your jungler is, and you do not have subs. You do not
I
have
mean-
plays, so you get fucked. Tristana just plays the farm for the
Yeah, I mean, I think Tristana is like... I think in theory it should be fine against both, but like Viego should also be faster and like has like
Yeah.
a good angle to do 3 bot side camps and to just go top. So he has to be scared of this angle as well. Like it's not
Nah,
easy to play Tristana either, right? It's not easy to
Yeah, of
just like,
course.
turn your brain off. You can get ganked really. Like, Viego is fast clear.
You have to play smart, Tristana for sure. But anyway,
Flop as well here, but I mean, either way, it's fine.
but anyway, if the Tristana tipo, even on mid, you can lose trades, and I can imagine on top, it's so fucking one-sided for Trist, because you can actually die so many times. You're on that range if you go on the wave.
No, I see it. I'm just saying, like, I'm not talking about, like, this is not 1v1, you know, the game, top lane, these matchups, they are never 1v1.
Naturally respected that and flashes away.
Yeah,
it's always jungle decides who wins.
That's great for G2 though. They didn't actually spend anything and they get that flash, but I do think, you know, he had to flash there.
I wonder if you can play PTA. I wonder if you can play PTA Cannon and still play AP Cannon. You know what I mean? Like PTA rotten belt, fuck it.
He would definitely be dead.
Just send it and just actually contest the Tristana. I mean, I would prefer to do that than take Airy and just eat shit.
What about Electric?
I think you're not getting 3 autos in though. Like, I mean, level 1 you can, but I think if you trade autos when you have a bomb on you, it's probably always better to
No, but I'm saying, you just need to run, right? Like every time she bombs, you always E back, right? And then your E's back up before his E's back up, no? I don't know what CD is actually.
The Ignite ticking on Mickey and he'll fall first. Pace takes him. Delight just stood in their face and took the full brunt of the G2 bot lane and was still able to flash away.
Yeah,
like Miggy should at least flash away. So
if he flashes back, maybe Hansama can kill that through if he commits for it, yeah?
yeah, exactly.
Mickey missed XP because he won't mid.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not winning, I think. But Blitzcrank with levels is actually kind of strong.
Oh, is that
It gives you so much damage.
Is that
Oh,
he's not that. Oh, is that that was
Pushing the wave as well.
Continues to
that's bad
but the fact that he betrayed 1-1 still
they're
has
both
the
gonna see me
teleport.
back.
He had full
Yeah.
This is how I see the
information
matchup
of
go.
where
Malka
Like,
can
one is now on
freeze
CD, and now you just fistfight with PTA, you know? Like, now you fistfight right there.
Actually, this is really bad. Like, Viego still needs to base. I mean, I guess Maokai can't.
Mickey
take mid,
just
maybe.
added so Blitz cannot go mid. I love it. He's keeping the super mid. I like that.
I mean, if
this is
Maokai
what-
ganks mid now and Annie can't push his wave out, it's... I guess he got the win. That's not bad.
And he's going to be punished for it. He'll have to go back
Well,
to
he does
base
have
now,
his
unless
Adidas,
Swans
so
will be
he's
able to
fine.
pick up the majority
Yeah, that's
of
true.
this CS, but
He's got some
Genji
fucking...
again
Oh,
out to a
straight into
really
top.
good start here. It's Cass
Oh,
moving
shit.
up
Alright, let's
towards
go.
top.
Cannon, where's the...
That is warded out in the
Oh,
river.
I'm not committing?
Caps
Okay.
knows it. Doran just
I feel like
started
you commit
backing
there.
I mean, if you
Cool.
commit,
Can he forward?
you're dropping like 2 CS and the Tristana just W away. I think it's probably like unreasonable to think.
Yeah, but if he's not like aware that it's happening, and you know, you're gonna base TP on this wave anyway. No, like this is the wave you base TP, isn't it? Also,
That's
bomb
Cannon, or-
planting has to be the biggest bait on this matchup, like for Cannon. Yeah, it's Cannon. You're base TPing on like this exact wave, no? Because it's Trist hit 6, so if you stick around, you just get fucking
I mean,
bombard.
either that or like I mean, Trist has E, right? So he can just if he needs like some gold, we could catch waves, right? Trist has to like kind of push. So.
I mean, he bases on this cannon wave, he has Monk Quiver,
You
Tristana.
just have to wait like 5 seconds, and with this wave it's pushed out.
That's tough.
Losing the
They
first
like
They basically
Impatient
got to
is
retreat.
It's gonna put
because
him
of
even
this
further
jinx.
behind. The only saving grace is that the kill went to Delight, not actually on
He backs Drinker or Monk Quiver, listen.
to set it up, and Chovy now just can continue that relentless push down towards
Also,
mid.
like,
You know, as soon as the jungle
a little
shows
Seeker's
bot as
Arm Guard
well,
goes a long way,
the
no?
full raid freedom
Is it just
that
me, or are
pushing
people
solely
allergic to
through
Seeker's Arm Guard?
Pump, Setter, null
I
magic
think
mountain.
I think Seagust would also be better here.
I feel like your only job is to just survive this game, no?
I mean, at the same time, like once you get Proto Bolt, you can actually kill the Tristana, and if you go Seekers, you're gonna have to like
You did a lot.
you're gonna have to like land skills before you kill
Look
him.
at Doran's build. He's building so much for that
Yeah,
1v1. I wonder if
I
he
feel
is going to
like-
focus more on the
I
side
mean,
lane. Of
I don't
course,
know.
it is double AP solo.
I don't know if he's going shield build with Zen,
Mantle
which
not bad
he
by
might.
any
I don't know.
means.
I don't know what he's building.
Likely
Some
to
people like to do this on
retreat
hit build.
There is 6 on Broken Blade. Will he look for the
Oh.
flash?
Maybe actually.
Down towards the bottom side, flashing
I
forward.
don't know
He
what he's
has rid
building.
away.
He's probably going. He's probably just going.
Another hook brings them back.
Like Wenger last game, they actually got angry.
And
I
he has
think
white
this
guns here. and
Aphelios
Yasho top,
is
so
a
he can farm
problem.
plates as well. He doesn't even have to base here.
He's indeed gonna be
Normally
Thanos.
he has to get out of there
Have you
immediately,
really
but he's gonna
banned
get
Leo
two solo plates
Aphelios?
after 2 kills. That's essentially
mean,
a triple kill worth of gold.
Peanut, bro.
Going straight over to Pays there.
At the
It
last
is
time,
Peanut.
He's gonna be
it's like
so
Peanut
far
Niddly
ahead.
was goated
He's closing in on,
2015,
like, double the goal
2016,
now, Hans.
Is going to try and get
No
something
20,
but
Oh,
it's not going to
17. Wait, yeah, 2017.
No. Their wave is so bad as well.
But what
I think
think
Peanut
Janet
is not
was
that
the goal.
player anymore.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, names hold a lot of weight.
Trying to punish them in a favorable matchup, and now they're getting revenge in the 2 versus 2.
Oh, maybe he's in trouble. Nah, he's fine, he's fine. There's no way he dies.
You think with R plus next
I
Q?
feel like if he can QR and then if he can Q then R, he would actually have damage to kill, I think. I don't know what his QCD is, but I think it might have been too long.
That still counts. Able to transfer some gold over to
He needs a
Jovi,
Q
but
first,
wow,
and
what
then
a
he can
bot
slam
gap.
him with
Game
R.
1, it was the difference between the mid laners. Game 2, it's all about bots.
Thinking of Cannon, if I would just play a spellbook in this matchup.
Nah, you need. I think that's too greedy. I mean, you can probably get away with it depending on the player, but I think you need like something to fight back.
No chance of the follow-up. Yeah, potentially could look for a dive here. But it's going to get warded out. You know, they are denying multiple waves, though. They get that play for him.
The shift would be so big on 8-6.
This is allowing Broken Blade
I have to TP back. I feel like just having the sum just denies this.
I mean, you just play exhaust though. No, you just play exhaust.
Yeah, you probably play. I mean, it depends, I guess. Like how the game, how the lane has been going before that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Actually, just remember the Caps doesn't want to play him, yeah?
I mean, Pace is just going to be such
Yeah,
a problem.
well, there was the same, like in playoffs, like he played anyone.
Yeah.
He did not want to play any of that game either.
Yeah,
this game is just finished.
Jinx does not have any utility.
Yeah, I mean, I think spell, of course, like when you get your summoner, spellbook has more value. But I think it's like a, it's not a win more rune, like in this matchup. But it's like if you are in a good spot with spellbook, where Tristana has to be really scared of your all-in, she would probably also be scared if you had like an area, you know, because you would be in an even better spot. This is kind of how I see it, but maybe that's not true.
Oh, he is so fucking dead. Oh, maybe 1 for 1 though. Maybe 1 for 1.
He didn't stun him, okay.
It's close.
Oh, he's going Ludens or Lienry.
It's a depressing game.
3 of the 4 so far have all been solo plates on the Pace, so he's just getting so rich down here. They knew Caps didn't have the Tibbers, he used it on that previous dive to try to clear out the waves, so there's just not a threat of a turnaround. Pace is going to stay. Try to look for that 5th and final play, but the TP will
just taking 15 platings this game.
At the same time, though, GENG are just getting everything.
I do love Caps, though. He's like, okay, I died under this tower once, cool. I then died again. TP back to the tower.
Brazil.
I will defend it with my life. So far, it's cost him
his life, not his life.
Yeah, look at this fucking Aphelios.
When this Aphelios gets Bloodthirster, I swear, like,
It's over.
it's just fucking GG.
Honestly, I think if he just buys a cheeky new magic mantle,
Yeah,
just to hold in his just to hold in it, like hold in his inventory, that's just it's Jovi.
The only way. It's the only way.
It's
the only way.
I think cheeky new magic mantle. I think underrated strat.
Right, I mean, it is just completely broken and balanced. Playing as Magic Pen champs, you cut their damage by 20% minimum.
Get those resets, because if you can't take Pace out right off the bat, you're just not winning a fight.
So like every international event devolves into who rushes Mercs first. All these mid matchups are literally like, I have Mercs, you don't? Okay, sucks to be you.
Yeah, it's a 15-plate game. It's so sad.
Look for a bit of a fight against Caps here.
Actually.
Oh,
holy shit. Oh, that was beautiful.
Okay.
Showing up in his first international tournament. Ruler who, he says.
G2
just to get that solo kill in the top lane.
Yo.
And he's about to cash in his call.
I mean, it was so easy to see though, like the difference between European like Aphelios, Ari, and like the Eastern teams playing it.
Yeah.
It was so easy to see it was gonna be a problem.
No, for sure.
Just show us they can play to anyone. Game 1, it
It's
was
like already what like Elk was doing in play-ins, and it's not even like I didn't even consider Elk as like if you look at the ADs that the Eastern teams are sending, it's like Ruler, Paze, Gumayushi, Elk.
Yeah, I mean Elk has like some good games.
No, for sure, it's really fucking good, but I wouldn't like put him at the top there, you know.
Yeah.
It was a situation where Mickey is trying, out of desperation, to turn something back for G2. He sees the Maokai ultimate, knows he's going to get
Bro, my preview video is longer than the series. I spent 1 hour talking about GENG versus G2.
I mean, it's tough to stay 12 minutes in, but you're at the point of the game
My God.
Those 5% plays, those 10% plays.
But I feel like this is like the issue in international is like at the end of the day you need players that can play every meta champ, you know. And not every meta champ, but enough meta champs and also be competitive on them, if you know what I mean.
You need to get your foot through the door, and that is like lane phase.
Yeah. This game, like, we bought 2v2 twice last game. My Darius can't lane. Like,
Oh, BT first item? Let's go.
I mean, BT is really good this game, yeah, but
good luck killing Faye.
You have to put everything.
He's got a bloodthirster.
Oh,
He
shit.
now has a bloodthirster.
I mean, first item it lost like quite a bit. It lost like 100 shield value, I think, at level 9 or something.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I've always thought about this BT first item on Tersana, but then I will never do it because I would think I'm so fucking useless.
There's also no one on G2's side that it's
yeah, but this game he doesn't need to be useful, he just needs to not die.
He just needs to be able to push the lane and not die. And he can do that with BT. I mean, he could do that with shield though,
And
too,
as long as there
to
is
be
not
fair, I
that
think.
odd
He
number
could do
fight,
anything he wants, he could be
Genji
buying
are not
fucking
afraid of anything. So
just
just
Sunder and
Like, if
use
you
this
know.
game.
I respect the BT a little cheeky in Magic Mantle though. It's just
I mean,
the value
Magic
is
Mantle
through the
goes a
roof.
long way.
Their
Oh,
moment
for
where they
sure.
draw their line in the sand and they say, all right, we're
It's-
just gonna
it's
all
very
in
tanky.
and we're gonna pray it works.
I mean, they have
If it
double
does, you can start
BT,
thinking
like,
about
and
maybe
they don't
something
even have like
like
items completed on any like carries on G2. It's, they can literally
Yeah.
go up and like piss in their face that they're T2. They could just go in mid now, I think.
With the Rift Herald at 20 minutes. They're going to play this methodically, they're going to take their time, they're not going to run any
You're not
It's like
wrong.
an elder game.
Yeah.
If we get to Elder Drake, that's a win for us.
Yeah. But they're a team that like they can be meticulous.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
we
13
have
plates.
Plates.
Holy
the
fuck.
numbers advantage right now. Chovy
He
is
sent him
trying to
home.
dive, G2 sense it, and it's that presence.
We're
that
looking like
allows
a
them to
1000
secure
BPM
this
game on
objective
affiliates
one.
minimum.
They're gonna
If I would buy the
No,
dose.
it's gonna end too fast for it to be 1k, I think.
I mean, to be fair, I think he's at 1k right now. Now he's been absolutely fisting people. Like everyone on the screen, he just hits them in the face.
Yeah, that's pretty bad combo.
Oh, just combo.
Stop combo.
Nice flash, dodge tower shot.
In favor of GENG.
An absolute masterclass from the LCK.
I would say I was not a
number
fan
one
of the
seed
fist.
here.
I
They
think
are
I
making
think
it
it was
look
pretty
easy
useless.
against G2, taking them down, looking
Yeah,
for the dive.
I mean, it's hard to
Spin
take
around.
anything away from like. I mean, game one it was like Genji bot lane was ending a little bit, but it doesn't like in the end it doesn't actually matter. I think it's just.
Yeah, but it's because top lane got built. I think if Darius held his own more, I think
Yeah.
definitely you could have played the game from bot lane being so flat, no? Like,
Flash over the wall,
he couldn't touch the wave neutral against Fiora 1v1, you know what I mean?
That's the 100%
Yeah.
ban rate.
Like, if he could actually, like, if he was in a good spot that game and he could touch the wave neutral,
Yeah, I think the game one
I think
mid
that
jungle
game-
was also an issue. Like if you're playing Lissandro in Italy and enemy Ahri gets merc threats and can like control the entire
oh
game,
yeah, we
you
would
are-
die 1v1 mid at level 2, right? So that's also a big problem. I'm not trying to deny that.
The cheeky no
Can't
magic
happen.
mantle.
not too
Goes a long way.
He got
Cannot
saved.
happen.
The new magic mantle just. It's like in Harry Potter, you
Magic
know?
Mantle just spit in their faces. Oh, he bought a QSS. Fuck the no Magic Mantle when you're at 4k gold,
shit.
just buy a QSS.
The difference.
Lancing
This
QSS. Oh, let's go.
for there to be such a
Early.
dramatic
Nothing.
The day the Koreans realize how to itemize, it's just
a
over.
lot of experience internationally. First time we saw Hans
That was like the only edge.
he was a
You
stellar
sometimes had-
standout. So for Pays,
That world's where
I think draft has been a big edge like in the past, but
I agree.
I think
But I think-
after 2019, after you guys showed that you can't be so fucking stiff, I feel like everyone rethought things.
I think it's not even like because we played like a lot of. I mean, sure, we played like a lot of things that people were not playing. Like we were like a team that for sure abused the fact that they had not played against a lot of the champs that we were playing. At least like the way we were playing them. But I think just not even that, but just like preparation from teams. They have always kind of been a bit disrespectful, I think.
Yeah.
Like I don't think even like they look too much at the games, you know, like that.
No, it's like for example us, right? It's like our first game against T1, like
He's just swinging his fucking dick on him.
Okay,
he
doesn't
wants
give
to
a
end.
fuck.
Fucking little meat spin actually.
Let's go again.
I just didn't give a fuck.
Maybe he dies for it though.
Right? Yeah, reset.
Will.
Hey, 1000 G's, baby.
Hey,
How
he's
good is
affiliates.
affiliates?
He's
How good is his affiliates?
Oh,
Okay, give us
okay, he's
a...
blitzcrank now. Blitzcrank
Oh,
is over.
W? Does he get rooted by the Blitzcrank W if he jumps out?
slowed by it, you mean? I don't
Yeah,
actually know. I don't.
That's a
Maybe
must,
if he
right?
does, I think if he does, probably. Yeah, he does probably.
It should be.
He's playing too much
You
for
also
fun.
keep the movement. You also keep the movement speed if you are out fast enough.
Yeah, I was thinking about if you are out before you get slowed, but you keep the movement speed if you are out, so you should probably get slowed after anyways.
I take it back. Genji aren't going to take the slow at all.
Would make sense at least.
I thought they'd be meticulous.
Speed's playing too much for fun. What do you think?
Pays was like,
I mean,
wow, what a
I'll
match
allow it.
that
Do
was.
it one more time and it's too much fun. This one, I'll allow it.
I think maybe like 2 times. He has 2 times in the pocket. Maybe.
2 times and he's losing the game. One more time and it's like up in the air. That's how I see it. I think one more time and he might lose this game if his team
I
actually
think
gets
once
baited.
it reaches the point where he can actually die, like when they dive him and he can die, and he doesn't actually just run into the front line himself, then it's too far. But right now, like, even if they send 5 people and try and run through every player of Genji and dive him, he still will not die, I think.
He'll also pentakill him.
I think in
Yeah,
terms
also
of
that, yeah.
like the Tristana, I like the Tristana considering what it gave Genji elsewhere. It's like they G2 revealed their whole top side. They get like a really good Lissandra spot, and G2 just waste 4-5 ban because they're banning Gragas Sion.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think Lissandra's spot is like insane in this game now.
I think into Annie Viego is pretty good, no? With Maokai is worse for sure, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Lissandra and Arya have bad games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like a.
This is a tough one. This is one.
I mean, playing Lissandra into GENG's trash cannon, it's not like insane, I feel like. But yeah, into the mid jungle, it's good. I mean, playing Lissandra into Viego is good for sure, right?
I don't mind too much actually. I think
Yeah, it's more the fact that, like,
if it's Maokai Lissandra, I don't mind. If it's Lissandra with like a really strong AD jungle, I'm pretty sad.
Genji have a
yeah,
date.
that's true.
But for me, this is an automatic wits end game, you know? Little ninja top by wits end, being chilling. Nasty rooms.
And the pre 20 minutes?
Okay, well, I'm really looking forward to like Genji versus JDG, all these matchups that are gonna happen in the
What do you mean?
tournament.
This is exactly where they need to be. 0-2 down. I think they are good. Now's the time to.
This makes for the coolest story, you know? It's like
8-3-2 now. It's
the best
reverse
way
sweep.
to win is to reverse sweep.
Yeah, exactly. Totally agree.
Let's see if Caps is running up the stairs.
I think he's crawling up the stairs after these games.
That there was really nothing G2 could do to come back.
That's it, no?
He checked all the boxes, goes for the early BT, hard to burst through that, is playing cleanse, but goes for an early QSS as well.
Genji used to
He
be
knows
such a
if he's
beatable team.
alive, there's
What
no way
happened?
G2 is winning a fight.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gotta be back to the drawing
I know, right?
board.
I felt the same way. It's like, so Genji, can win.
Genji free win. Okay, maybe not free win. That's too far.
That's too far, dude. You're gonna get bus like fucking vans
To be
around
fair.
your room.
To be fair, RNG went from like can't win to like free win as well. Like I don't know what happened as well there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
did because it felt like
2018 they lost, and then since then it was just like MSI. I felt like it was unwinnable. Like I don't know, it's they were too good.
No Uzi Zhaohu.
And then
Uzi
2018
Zhaohu,
they
it was
lost.
always the fucking scrim horror stories. It's like, oh, how's RNG in scrims? Man,
I think
they're gonna win the tournament.
I think Let Me was just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say too bad because I don't think he was too bad. I think he was just exposable.
It was just. I think when Ornn was OP, this guy blind picked Ornn in every matchup, and you could not stop him.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me
And then
more
Ornn
like
got
let
nerfed,
me
and he
down.
picked Sion instead, and then he was fucking useless.
Even though they got a lot of the standard meta power picks,
Because all he did was like sit, like his whole fucking like his whole that whole year, all he did was sit on his ass and just gets carried by his bot lane. And then 2018, fucking this stupid asshole lane champ show up, and then obviously you can't win.
Yeah, I mean, World's Meta for sure made it harder for them.
That's the team I want to play Phase Rush Maokai for. I'll be
RNG?
down.
2018?
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know about 2018, but maybe in 2017, I'm down.
I'll say 2018 for the majority of the year, I would say yes. It's
Oh
like,
wait, that's true. Just,
20
just not Worlds.
it's like RNG walking into that tournament. Most people thought they're just gonna win. But then Turns out Aatrox, Urgot, and Kali really are really good champs.
That we do. So now
And the funniest part of that tournament is that, like, halfway through the tournament, the fucking most broken one of all time.
Victor!
Shows up. Victor shows up and everyone's like, wait.
Yeah,
These
it's so
champs
sad
weren't even
actually.
the best.
I think if we played like IG before people realized, like I was spamming so much Victor, but then it was banned 3 games in a row, and then I just had to play against the shy Jace and rookie Jace. Like,
Yeah. Same.
Yes.
It was. I mean, honestly, I overplayed my hand. I shouldn't have picked it against fucking. Shouldn't have played it against fucking EDG.
Oh, it was EDG.
Oh, EDG. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you showed me that game.
It was round 1. Yeah, it was round 1. I mean, Africa Freaks played it against fucking Licorice, and like the guy couldn't fucking breathe. By the way, I've never. Like, it was the biggest top gap I've ever seen. And like a 3-0 anyway, you know, like the guy couldn't touch CS the entire lane. Like neither of all 3 games he could breathe.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And then people were like hyping him up, and I'm like, did anyone watch the same game? He last hit the Baron with Nash. And I'm like, yeah, what about the 60 other minutes he was in lane with against this Keen guy?
It's the same when people... It's like in this tournament, Licorice took a big shit on Ben. I was like, did we watch the same game?
Everyone loves to have their own narratives. I mean, it's what I appreciate about esports, you know? It's the funniest fucking shit. I love watching it.
It was like,
I love reading this shit.
Like Ben crashes the wave top right and then goes into mid, and there's like a really long extended fight. So enemy K'Sante can like push in a wave and push in next and also take 2 plates. And then when Gnar crosses into topside, his bot is his jungle is diving bot, and then he just gets like pushed off 4 waves, and then finally he decides to go up to his turret when like the enemy team is fighting on mid because he feels it's safe, and then he gets dove anyway, and then it's like Ben is getting shit on. It's getting outplayed by Licorice.
I think that's also just like expectations, right? Because probably, I mean, for sure, like because I watched the finals, right? Or like just in general some of the Golden Guardians games, and
no, that's
like,
fair, right? That's fair. Like Licorice should be proud, you know? Like he did a glow up,
here,
you know?
He's like passing, I don't know what you would call it, like the eye test or something. Like you can see, not even just like how he lanes, but just like how he plays, like
no, for sure,
fights and stuff like that compared to when they played in NA. Like he's for sure got.
The biggest upgrade for Golden Guardians is fucking Licorice, how he's playing, and also who he is playing. These guys are playing much better. But it's just funny how the wording is, you know?
Yeah. But that's
like,
just,
I think it's perfectly fine to be very proud of Licorice and say, yo, Licorice played a fucking good game.
It's the combination of Licorice exceeding expectations, and then like the expectations being very like doomed, you know, for them playing against Ben. Like no one would expect him to even like stand a chance, you know. And he was like doing fine. You know? He was not playing better, but he was just existing.
It reminds me of when I played MSI at 2018, my first international tournament, and like I was playing Ornn against Vlad, and I got first blood from a cheese, and then at minute 8 I got Ocean Drake, and then to this day people are like still talking about the fact that I shit on Khan, and I was like, dude, it couldn't have been this is the freest Ornn game of my life. I think my grandmother could have laned that lane. Like, Ocean Drake at minute 8, Ornn with Catalyst, Negatron Cloak at minute 8, like there was no fucking way.
And back then if you played tank into Vladimir and you got like a slight edge, you would just clear the wave in his face and just spit on him.
Literally.
Like I remember playing like Cho into Vlad, like Ornn into Vlad, you would just walk up to the wave before it crashed, and you would just kill it, and you could just run anywhere you want. You would lose like 10% of your HP.
To this day, people think I smashed him, you know, and I'm just like, sure, whatever. Like, I'll take it, you know.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Do we believe in the reverse sweep, guys?
I'd like to see some. I mean, like, I'm down to like flip something, you know, like fuck it, pick something. Like, I don't know, what can we pick?
Who has the strongest voice in comms to push for something? Let's see. Probably they're gonna first run back the cannon, because I think it is what it is. Maybe adjust for 5 bans. A Belveth angle. Okay.
We're picking Belveth.
We're picking Belveth. I think we open Italy and ban Aphelios, because that's... Aphelios has been OP for really long and we don't play it, so it is what it is.
I wonder how that discussion went though, because like when I was playing with Hans, he wanted to play Aphelios all the fucking time.
I wanted to ask you, Wib, actually, because when I was watching your playoff games, right? It's like me, Shaves, we're chilling, watching. In every draft, I see Hansama hovering Lucian. And he's speaking like Seraphine. And he looks so sad.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like... Basically, well, if I remember, it was just like the scrim results were in it.
Mm.
And like... That team was like... I mean, I don't know. People, I think, just kind of lost their... Like, people had so... Like, there's so many expectations on us the entire year. And like, I think people just kind of... wanted to play what was going to win, you know?
Mm.
And Lucian was not winning, so we didn't pick Lucian.
The confidence was rough, huh?
Yep. But to be fair, Seraphine was the CEO of NA, that's true.
Yeah, she was. I remember that full AP comp you guys had. Seraphine, Swain, I don't remember what the fuck you played.
I usually played like Urgot or Set or some shit.
I have good memories of Wipu GP.
Yeah, I'd play some stupid ass AD champ. This is what I was talking about, like when I was thinking about like what champ to play. What AD champs? Like this was actually like I remember it in 2019 as well, in 2020. Like, that's why I ended up picking Volibear so much, because it was just like, I don't know, it's just Renekton but a different flavor, you know, and I actually think the champ is more useful.
Apparently, if GENG win the next game in under 23 minutes, then they beat Wunder's record.
Well, there you have it.
Shit, Wunder.
Come on, J2!
Against G2.
Just live, come on!
They beat the record against the team.
Actually, I think the same thing happened to that tail team that like ends up happening to like most Western teams. Like they just fucking run out of gas, you know? Like you're just like, you can't focus anymore. Like your drafts don't really make sense anymore. You've been in the sauce for so long. You just end up doing something on like for example, right now, if I look at our draft against IG in 2018, like my fucking god, how can we win? Like it was just not winnable. Same with G2 2019. Like, no offense, but like game one, it was just not winnable, you know.
From outside, it looked like game one draft. I know the story of the Sion, right? He's not playing Sion, and then game 2 draft, it looked like we cannot play 2v2 mid.
I mean,
pick me Alzir. I'm farming.
For me, it was the saddest thing I've ever done. Like the saddest finals I've ever played, and I've played a few sad ones. Not even because it was worth fighting. It was literally because it was. Like, I told my coaching staff exactly what would happen, and like it happened both ways, like both games. Game 1, yeah, he's gonna pick Sion, and we're never gonna kill him. And I know the fact that we see Sion, and we're still gonna lock in fucking Jhin. So there's no fucking way we can win. Locked in Jhin anyway. Our Nexus exploded. And the next game, I told him as well, like the other thing I told him 2 points of feedback. And the other thing I told him was, if I'm playing Urgot blind against Predator Skarner or Predator Gragas, I cannot play the game. It's unplayable. This guy will just keep running at me and killing me, and I can't do anything. It's unplayable. And my coaching staff looked me in the eyes, and they told me, he's not going to pick Sion. And if he does, it's fucked. And then the other one was like, if he picks Predator, you're fucked, kid. And I was like, whatever. Sure. So, my Nexus exploded.
BB comforting his boy.
Yeah, we had some really good drafts 2019 World Finals.
Pike into Nautilus, that was a banger.
Bro,
Dude, but the backstory of that was like, I mean, we were for sure like really fucked, right? But I was 1v1 in caps. Every single, like I was playing Nautilus and he was just locking every single champion that he saw, like that he thought had potential. We didn't play the Pike matchup, obviously, but he would play like Olaf, and he would just die level 1 to Nautilus. He would play Rumble, and he would just lose. Like he watched the Royal Cannon guy, like the Olaf OTP, and he's like, yeah, Olaf works.
Yeah.
He would just get like completely fisted every matchup. And he was like, I don't know, we should probably just ban Nautilus in the end, or played it ourselves, or even just played like normal champs. But yeah, we just lost our mind completely. We thought that Pike, like I don't even know what he thought Pike would work, but then they just split the map and we can't ever fight. We don't have better 2v2 ever mid jungle, so
When I saw the Pyke, I thought you were playing the Pyke. I thought you guys were gonna abandon top and then just like you're gonna contest mid as 3 and then like just fucking abandon top and play both sides.
I mean, honestly, okay, like that is probably like my biggest regret is that GENG won the World Finals.
Same.
Because I think this guy was like I must have been too boosted to let that happen. I think.
Same. I actually remember the game it happened too. Fucking remember the game it happened. It's the Kayle fucking game. Dude, if I was any fucking human at Kayle, I would have fucking smashed that game. That game was so free. We were playing Cassiopeia Kayle against like the most degenerate comp I've ever seen. Like it was unlosable. They had like Gragas, Camille. I don't remember what their mid was, but it was like some useless champ as well that would just run in and die. And I choked one Kayle ult on Cassio, and like I saw my game just disappear in front of my eyes.
Yeah,
I was so sad. If I was any human at Kayle, like, because I kind of got peer pressured into playing it because it was like that free of a Kayle angle, and I was like, to be fair, it's too free. But like I decided not to play it because I was just like, I'm just not that good at it.
I don't know, I was playing a Kali into his clit, and he was like the most boosted clit I've ever played against, and like, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I play World Quarterfinals against some guy. I fucking play Rengar, the guy that's dead level 1. I'm just like, the fuck is this? Never fucking seen Rengar before in his life. But yeah, that game was so free, by the way. Like they played topside with this fucking Renekton. Like, dude, I picked Ornn. I've never gotten more free LP.
To win early, you need to find a way. I don't care what crazy magic you pull out of the hat.
Maybe GENG, they just are so used to playing best of 3s, so this is where they're really uncomfortable.
Jinx and Fresh, like maybe
interesting.
I like that
level
cope.
1 invades, lots of burger flips. That's the classic menu.
You know, it's funny because Oscar showed up earlier. He showed up exactly on cue when Thresh got locked in. It's like, you think Thresh will win? You think he's gonna be able to play the game against Blitzcrank? Who's gonna tank the hook? And they lost.
Thank you very much.
Classic.
Ready, I have a small breath.
Yeah, I'm a Thresh fan. Like, I like Thresh, but I will admit, if your support doesn't have some serious hands, this champ is fucking useless.
G2 versus TL is still the fastest best of 5 international.
Compared to what like majority of champs will do, you know. You need to be really good at this champ, I think. Like middle of support.
Yeah, I think Thresh was a way better champ when people didn't get one shot in the game. Like now that everyone is getting like, I don't know, like if you go back and watch like season 6 or season 7 team fights, like you are doing like 10 rotations of your spells before you die almost, no matter what champ you play. And in these cases I think Thresh is really OP, like compared to most supports, like his kit is just like way too overtuned.
They're trying.
But if you can only throw like your spells once before the fight is over, then I think it's not as strong.
Kissante's open. Let's see what the plan is. Cannon, I don't know, Kissante, and then the question is, I guess what G2 could look for maybe, I wonder if they're gonna slam YamatoCannon here, GENG, because that's also an option. Okay. So I feel like what the best thing they can hope for G2 is to get YamatoCannon to 3.
They could run into Kissante mid in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if they wanted to run back to Tristana, even though I mean I wouldn't personally do it if I was Dora, but the option is there.
I think YamatoCannon I like a lot here for G2. Just drop jungle. Okay, there we go. Winnable. They have some buttons.
Yeah. And Peanut is playing Nidalee, so.
Okay, let's see if I get to eat my words. Is he Peanut of the old? If he's Peanut of the old, then GENG is just winning the tournament.
I mean, it's the odds is for sure in his favor, right? Since they're 2 already.
Yeah. Or not, you know. It's like when I remember Peanut playing like, for example, Viego last year at Worlds against Pyorshik. That was something else.
I mean, Peanut was for sure like, I don't know. I feel like there's just some junglers that are not at MSI or Worlds that are way better than these guys, but I could be wrong.
But there's usually some really fucked up good players that are not showing up to international events, no?
Yeah.
It's like every year, you know, you can't tell me that, what's his name? Like,
Yeah,
he
like
deserves
Wonder.
not to be at Worlds, like, so many years, you know? Like, this guy is fucked up good at the game, by the way.
I think Tarzan is also a good shot. Fucking Tarzan, man.
But there's some of these people are just like they just repeat so many times. You know, like Peanut, for example. I don't think he's been like really insane. I mean, he's been really insane sometimes, but more often than not, I feel like he's kind of like underperformed, and he's just ending up at Worlds like so many times. You know, like international events.
Peanut, I think, since the run he did in LPL, where his team was not a Worlds team, and he fucking made it, I think it proves how good of a player he is. And after that, he actually went to every single Worlds after.
Yeah, well, I was very happy he made it that year, because I got all the groups for free. They were dog shit.
To be fair, I watched the Peanut Pro views in that
they
LGD.
were really bad. They were really bad.
I don't even think Peanut was that great on that team. Because my preparation was looking, because we had previews then, you know. And it's like I'm sure if people watched Peanut play like Graves, people would be like, how can this guy have a job?
No, I mean, for me, it's like, I don't really care. Like, I mean, sure. For me, like, a lot of the decision-making junglers make just doesn't make sense, you know? Like, that's just the way it is. For me, it's a big deal, I think, having played jungle and also just thinking about jungle, like, I think if you just have a nice standard of, like, 7 CS per minute in a normal game, like, a lot of these bruiser champs can do a lot of work.
Like, Poppy jungle against Italy is like, must be like one of the worst you can pick, no?
It doesn't sound easy.
I wouldn't say it's the worst, but
no, but like one of them.
Hold your W, no? I mean, you're not gonna.
Yeah, you can hold your W, but I feel like Nidalee can actually just like auto attack, you know, in rage form, and then if Poppy E's in, like Nidalee just transforms, does her full combo, and
run away.
If it's Yike, if it's solo queue Yike, he's going events under, but I don't know what he's playing.
I like G2 draft here though. I like it more than Red. I think this is very winnable.
Yeah, it's winnable.
Like, I don't know, maybe I'm actually just coping, but like, unironically, when I watch like 3 Yordle champs like this top side, I can't focus. Like, how can their comp be good? Like, I'm not even joking. When I look at these champs, they look so weak.
Yordle 60.
I can't focus. Like, look at enemy top side. They have this fucking Giga Chad mid laner, Giga Chad Malphite. Like, how can you play? Like,
but
you can't focus. Like,
also dodge chance. Like, can do it.
And isn't the Yordle? I know, but like, just tiny anyway. Like, who cares? There's this fucking monster fucking beast of champions.
Sorry, what did you say, Jesus? I didn't catch what you said.
No, I'm saying they only have 3 Yordles. They'll get 1 Yordle every round. If they had 6, then dodge bonuses, you know. But yeah, I agree with people here.
I don't know, like, you see fucking Malphite Cassante, like, I look at these champs, like, just looking at their fucking champion portraits, like, these champs are fucked up, you know, like, they're fucking broken. You can just tell.
Honestly, have you seen Poppy in the Mortal Reminder video, or whatever it's called? Like the pentakill? Sorry, then, if you see this one, then you know Poppy is Giga Chat too, dude.
Fair enough.
It's like Mordekaiser just shows up and she doesn't give a fuck, you know? She's just banging away at the anvil.
I can respect that.
But honestly though, blue side, I like blue side here. The Zyra account 2-3, I think that their bot matchup is super good. They'll be super useful this game. Now we just have to see how... It's like, there's a reason people always ban K-Santa against GENG.
Allowed, actually? Headhunt in Italy? I feel like this skin was not allowed, no?
It was not allowed as far as I'm aware. It is not allowed as far as I'm aware. Like, I'm dead serious. I'm actually.
I guess. I mean, Worlds always had like different rules, right?
Yeah, maybe Tencent doesn't care.
But yeah, I will always be biased against any draft with Italy. I'll be honest. Like they have to prove me wrong.
Well, I mean, like I said, I actually think this Italy draft is way better. Like you have a mid laner that can fist fight at any given point you want to. You know, like Cassante can just drop his wave and start moving. You know, you're not concerned about any wave state. Same for Malphite.
Yeah,
After
I
6,
agree.
you can just leave and move. You don't care.
I agree.
Which is why I like it.
It's good conditions for literally, like, they can all start the fight for him, but I mean, still, like, I'll always still be biased against Italy.
No, same.
Even if it's good
I don't think
conditions.
it's a good champ. No, I agree with you. I just think that if you're going to do an elite draft, this is how you do it. You pick champs that will either start the fight for her, or if she's like, dicking around in the jungle, you drop whatever you're doing, and you walk there and you fist fight to the death. Like Renekton type champs, Volibear champs, like I think at the end of the day, this is why you pick them, you know? It's just to, you just fucking drop whatever you're doing, just walk up. Go fight.
There are a decent number of them from GENG. This could be one of the biggest difference makers when it comes to the later fights. How Yike can disrupt and
I always say that K'Sante is just the better set.
engage tools that GENG have for themselves.
I think ever since K'Sante has been released, I've never seen set ever again.
I don't think that's because of K'Sante though, I think that's because Seth is just genuinely dog shit.
I think that is just, like, not that good right now.
Well, anything Set would want to do, K'Sante just does better, I think.
Oh,
I mean, where Set was picked in the past, like, Set would be picked, like, into... Like, you would go, like, Blade, and you would shit on tanks, but, like, right now, you're just... I don't know, I feel like you're just useless against tanks
I
as
mean,
well.
you are a worse K'Sante, I agree, in top lane. I just think, like, Seth...
Oh, nice. Doesn't pick up the buckler? Okay,
it's
doesn't
good,
matter.
It's good.
Quick,
Actually
quick
better.
base.
Actually good outcome.
Quick base,
He would've
yeah,
died
yeah.
immediately.
True.
Holy fuck, he just knew.
Yeah, he knew.
Oh.
I swear, this is like, I'm getting PTSD already, like Sansora killing me yesterday. Like, this as well. I don't know. I hope he's Poppy, by the way. Poppy diving level 3, it's too crazy.
Honestly, Poppy would be the worst jungler in the game if you had practice tool that actually worked. Because if you could actually practice flashing her E on the tower, like, multiple times in a row, like, you wouldn't fail that flash ever, you know? But since you can't...
Right. I mean, you can,
struggle.
like, you can hold it, I guess, on Poppy, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, but what I mean is,
Pinotsky.
like, if you actually get used to, like, timing it, you know? To, like, reacting to it, I feel like it's pretty chill.
Oh, he
got
won the
blue.
blue. No.
Oh, he got phase rush because he queued the blue and Pinotsky.
He's fine with this. I think he can get his bot side.
If I got busy, so if I'm getting invaded at minute 4, I don't mind. I'm getting invaded at minute 3, I mind.
I mean, if he was getting invaded on his Raptors, it would be harder for him, yeah. I mean, if it was a good case for them to invade his Raptors. Because then Poppy would be, like, completely pushed out of bot side.
Recall. Fuck's sake, Snidley, you are trolling.
He needs the double crap.
Like, this fucking 100 gold bot instead of recalling and just perma. Like, he could just recall, run into his Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, Golems, and just
Actually,
fucking
literally taking his Crocs, and Yike, if Yike takes his Raptors right now, he is smurfing. Okay, he's not.
He was looking for him, but I don't like that at all. I think he should just be more efficient. There's no need to take more. He already took Wolves.
But yeah, you could have flashed that E, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, she wouldn't be the worst jungler in the game, but I think it would be a lot harder to make these plays work with Poppy.
I think there's some angles where Poppy is really OP, like, for example, when we picked it, I think we picked it at Worlds when they had, like, Jax and Akali, right? Those cases, Poppy would still be really fucking strong.
I mean, this game is not bad if you have a high range, but I don't know, I think it's like kind of whatever here. I think if you have like really high range champs, champ is pretty fucking solid. Oh man.
To be fair with how the draft is, I think Poppy can just fucking press S on top of people and just wait and be really useful.
No, I agree with you. I'm just not sure if like you can progress the game that way, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if you have long range champs, you can progress, but if you don't have the long range champs, I don't know if you actually progress the game.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Because like, if you stand on top of a Jinx with rapid fire, just walking up and just fucking shooting the first target,
It's definitely easier, yeah.
It's pretty nice, you know, yeah, it's pretty nice. You feel like you're doing something, but here it's like, even if you stand on top of Xayah, it's not like anything really happens, you know, unless the enemy team just goes, and even when the enemy team goes, realistically speaking, Malphite will be the one pulling the trigger, right? It's not like you do shit against that.
I think Zarya is one of the ADs that will enable champs like this on Red though, because I think it's like Zarya and Kai'Sa, the two ADs that can just stand on mid wave and they can join any fight in the game, and Kai'Sa K'Sante Malphite, Rell can just sit in river, wait They never need to show their face on mid-wave.
Actually, I wonder if you are this top wave as Cannon. Wonder, what do you think? I think you are this wave, no?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's also fine to look for the fight on the bounce. I think if you use your R to force the Malphite ult, you're kind of just chilling.
No, that
But
is
I don't know if he's ever gonna be. I mean, Malphite has Merc Threats already, right? So it's like kind of hard to get that situation, maybe.
No, I don't disagree. I mean, I think you'll have your R back in time for the Herald. Like, it won't be 8-8 exactly, but you'll have it back at like what, like 8:20, 8:30.
Yeah, you could make the argument that using R and then having it back for Herald would be good.
You just have an extra, like you just get extra plus 6 CS on your recall, right? And you deny a little bit more because the tower will crash faster. Not bad.
Okay.
I will say Zaya can 1v9 this game though, like reliably, I think.
Yep.
Zaya is a beast of a champion.
I don't know, I think I would go Conqueror on Cannon this game though.
Agreed.
I feel like if he has Conqueror here, he can probably just like walk up and auto the Malphite and actually just force his ult. Now Malphite just gets to push the wave in.
Like, I'm looking at Genji's draft, and I think this could have been like the game that you talked about before, when they had Kaysan and Italy 1-2, and they just slammed Jace on 3 and just double flex depending on matchup, because Cannon's already showing. I think then draft would have been a lot better.
Yeah, Cannon is fine.
I think Maokai is a little better though, for like synergy. I think Kasante CC is not exactly like what you want it to be, if that makes sense. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, of course. Like, offensively, yes, but...
Yeah,
offensively, yes, but yeah, Cassandra would just do more in terms of like early, I guess, to set you up for success. And maybe if the enemy, you just stand there like a juggernaut that you are.
You have a point.
I mean, you don't have like reliable like 1, 2, 3 throw your spear and ICC, but you have like a lot of CC where spears can't be landed, right? That's just, I don't know. And the champ is just better, so I think it makes sense.
Oh, that's true. The champ is just better.
Because at least I think if enemy is showing Xayah, probably picking Zeri alone is worse. But then again, maybe the Korean teams know something I don't.
I would have much preferred to pick Malphite. I'm sorry, not Malphite, Cho'Gath or Karma. I think these champs are way better than Malphite this game, though. I think Malphite is like kind of prage that enemy is.
I don't like the flash for that.
I don't like the flash, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the. I think they can get the Herald for free, but I don't like how they forced it.
He's dead, no?
Oh shit, he's dead actually. Oh my god.
Oh, thank God he's alive.
Oh, he should have Q-flashed.
He did Q-flash.
No, but like fast, right? Like EQ, the EQ flash.
Nikki.
Oh!
Chovy. He got fucking debated.
G2 needs this.
So hard, actually.
G2 needs this.
Bro,
flash.
Actually, they shut him down.
Yeah, overstayed. His
They
welcome.
shut him down, bang bang. He crashed that wave, couldn't dive, and didn't base.
Yeah, it's a bit illegal.
Eesh.
They lost Herald too at the same time. Like this like all these things that just happened. I mean, besides Joey just running it down and giving a kill for free, this is like so illegal. I feel like even if Cannon didn't flash ult on the Malphite, they all 3 had flash up for Herald. So there's no way they lose this Herald fight.
He's not even getting it. I got up in levels. Jungle is balanced, right? Literally same level as Poppy after that.
Is the stream lagging for you guys?
Lagging or?
Yeah, you're lagging, I think.
No, the stream they did the same on mine.
Yeah, it's good.
I was spectating.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Hey,
were you watching this one, bud?
I was, but
Okay. I'm worried about my net.
Yeah, I don't want
No, it was not your internet. It was just the YouTube stream. It's doing it's the same again a little bit.
This is the MSI theme. You have the timer, bud? Or should I show?
Oh, it's fine. I can find it. MSI.
Now I feel bad.
Don't worry. What's the timer? What are you guys watching at?
08, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Alright, let me go back. A little bit forward. Alright, we're being chilling.
Trying to establish something from that bot lane control that they have. They have the better buy here on Hans. They've been consistently
Alright, it'll do. First dragon of the game, 11 something. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
that's way better for G2.
No, I mean, Balmond Drake's nice for sure.
No, I meant like the Drake is late. I feel like time is such a friend for G2.
That was not full tangle.
But still think the way that they lost like Harold and the topside situation was so illegal. That should never happen. I think with the way the lanes were going, like Malphite being on the tower with 20%, all like topside having flash up and ults and everything. I think they just hard win any fight.
Those they lost the Herald before the top situation, before the slow push crashed. She kind of just
no, but I mean the cannon ult flashed the Malphite to force ult away, right? And this
the Herald was already gone, yeah. But yeah, she took Herald before that happened. That's what I'm saying.
She took Herald before that?
Yeah.
Didn't they get it?
No, they did not get it off that play, as far as I'm aware. But I'll double check right now, actually.
I can check as well.
I'm pretty sure she snuck it. Yeah, she snuck it in her face, and then I think they got like a fucking mad, you know. And then they tried to like get a counterplay topside, and just didn't get
that
shit.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, 840. Like here, it drops 840, and then Cannon slow pushes the wave into Malphite and does the flash ult after Cannon wave drops.
Oh.
They already got it.
Broken Blades last 5 minutes have been rough.
Yeah.
Started from the flash into no base into.
Oh yeah, I see they stuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but they had vision on it. Or didn't they? I guess they were just too late after doing bot play, or like hovering bot. Like they were hovering bot to get bot good ways and get Miki to come with them to Herald, but then they just took it meanwhile. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
There's loser bracket, right? So G2's not out, right?
Yeah, it's loser bracket.
But they're gonna play
Mad Lions.
Like the EU team is gonna face the EU team in the loser bracket, and the team is gonna face
actually.
the NA team in the loser bracket.
At
Did you
least
fuck
it's
that
cross
up, or can you
bracket
flash
after.
that?
Yeah.
I actually don't know if you can flash that. Like the Q3 combo, I don't know if you can actually flash that or if Chovy fucked up.
I actually wanted to ask.
like if you fly through a wall, or?
Yeah, basically, like people have started doing R, like you just R into Q3. Because normally you'd like squeeze in an auto at first, like to get more passive procs, but people have started just doing R into Q3 to just guarantee that you hit it.
Yeah.
And I wonder if you can actually flash it, if it's like a thing normally, or he fucked up and held it.
I think he probably fucked up, yeah.
Because there, if he actually hits, like if he just R3s and he
but
hits,
it's like it depends on tenacity as well, right? Because it is a stun. It's not like it's not a.
Yeah, but I imagine he has 0 tenacity, right, Yanni?
Yeah, I mean he should probably be able to land it, yeah. If he just
R into
spams
Q3,
it.
I actually don't know, yeah, but I see people spam it this way, like do it this way, and as far as I'm aware, you can't dodge it.
2020.
I mean, the game is winnable, like, well, ironically. 1400
Where's
gold in
W?
Italy is no gold lead at all.
Where's Poppy W? He what? Zerikin E?
Oh, but top is dead again. Like this Malphite is gonna ult Cannon on this wave, and he's just gonna die now.
Oh.
He has to drop, I guess. If he drops, it's fine.
Yeah.
No,
European
he
Cannon
cleansed
small
the Poppy
fights.
E, but what can he cleanse W? What do you guys mean? Yeah.
Yeah, he blundered. He could have gotten the Zeri flash minimum.
My chat's
if not killed him. If not killed him because he's stuck in grounding, right? Yeah.
That's some crack.
Man.
Yeah, just robbing bot as well for this Herald. Not sure if that's worth. Or Cannon is gonna. Actually, he doesn't even have.
Guys, if he uses E and then cleanses, then he has no E. But if he cleanses the stun, there's nothing to cleanse until he E's. Oh my god.
I mean, this is why I'm just so against like doing this whole blind pick cannon first pick thing and just doing what everyone else does. Like, what's the purpose? Like, you blind pick cannon to get the tower dive level 3, and then you can't. Like, you progress the game 0%.
Yeah, but I think that's also like. I don't think every single team is gonna do that, you know. Like, I think if it's a more evenly matched LPL team maybe playing Cannon, I think it's probably gonna be harder.
No, I'm speaking specifically about like NA and EU versus Asia, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you can go in
Mad Lions
circles,
does
right?
this,
At
I
that
would see
point.
zero difference, you know? Like, I would see the exact same
Oh,
thing
for
happen
sure.
against T1.
It will be the same, man.
But at what point do you realize you have no solution then, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you should be finding in your, you know, this is what your prep should be for, is to find a solution, you know? Like, I don't think your prep should be, we need to get good at the meta. Your prep should be, okay, who can play the meta champs well enough, like, as of right now, like, to play against the best agents, which you can definitely tell, right? Like, it doesn't take much to see, in my opinion.
It's not only like individual, like who can play. It's just like if you as a team actually have like any way of pulling this off, you know. There are like things that need to work together.
I agree.
It's like sometimes you play in your own region and then you realize you go to an international, you realize you played at a significantly lower depth.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know how much G2 actually got to scrim anyone.
They scrim quite a lot, but yeah,
they scrim like C9 and Billy probably, but
yeah, I mean they scrimmed the teams that were here, I think.
Billy have a reputation to have fun and
shit in scrims, or
yeah.
Actually, wasn't it really dangerous by GENG T1, the teams that just arrived like a few days ago, jet lag wise?
Maybe dangerous to spend more time in EU than you need to.
Yeah, but jet lag can play tricks, you know.
Yeah.
This has been consistent. Jet lag does not outscale too much solo queue in EU or too much non-Korean solo queue. The Korean solo queue always outscales the jet lag.
That is true, actually.
I don't know. He's not looking as good on Cassandra actually.
This game is winnable, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
He's also
they have two fat Drakes.
Yeah.
I mean, they've overestimated their Trophy's overestimated how strong he's been.
Yeah.
Twice now.
I think buying Gauntlet is probably like a little bit grief as well, I'll be honest.
The whole advantage is on jungle top right now for GENG.
It's winnable. I mean, I will say no Lord Dominic's rush here on the Isaiah. It is a bit reportable.
Like actually both these top laners, buying Gauntlet, Sunfire, and it's just like full AP, you know.
Over Navori you will go, really?
You have to. It's not really. So you have to. You just think the small fight gives a fuck if you have Navori? He doesn't give a fuck, man. Neither does Cassante. I think you just don't have a choice. Like, this is just the way it goes. It's also because if you buy, LDR second, and the game goes your way, you can buy something like BT, you know, like just to stay alive if you need to. Because if you're really fed, you don't actually need Navori to kill their team, you know. Maybe you just need a bit more sustain. Your build path is more flexible, whereas if you buy the
Ooh, okay, Papushka. Oh, hey!
Oh, this
can win.
Double kill dragon.
Can win.
Double kill dragon.
Mickey Mythic.
Yeah.
Woo!
This is what a lot of people underestimate this about, like, buying the item. You have to have it item 2 or 3. Like, if you buy LDR first, you can actually pivot your build into something else, right? Like, you don't have to go in Navori. You can actually go BT, for example, if you just need to survive the Nidalee Spears, you know, or whatever. Like,
but I think Navori is pretty so.
I mean, obviously it's a good item, but
I think if you go LDR second, you don't have options on 3. Like, Navori on 3 is too OP.
No, you don't need it. You will one-shot everything anyway. Like, you don't need Navori. Like, if you have BT, Gale Force, LDR, you still fucking shred.
But it's like really more Ws, more E's is also insanely OP.
Of course, but would you rather have a gray screen or deal more damage? Like, at the end of the day, like in this comp, how can he die if he has BT, right? So if you have no like LDR into BT, he literally cannot die. Like, it's impossible.
But if he dies, it's actually bad with Navori. I don't think he can die this game ever.
Yeah, I think so.
It's very hard to die.
All I'm saying
Navori is also
you have the option. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I will go Navori into Lord Dom easy this game.
Saya was the champ that you wanted to die once on, no? For the Q suite.
Yeah.
So maybe he's tanking one death.
True.
Like I will go easy Navori into Lord Doms here, but Lord Doms into BT even, I don't know.
No, you go Lord Doms and you pivot is what I said. You don't go BT. You have the option to go BT is what I'm saying.
I'm looking forward to the stat at the end of the tournament. The West only won 4 games against Eastern teams, and they're all against Nidalee.
I mean, personally, I mean, like Annie can actually 1v9 until mid the top gets Force of Nature, I think. Like right now, I think Annie will actually completely one-shot them.
Yeah, he was a lot of work.
Like they are going
His Leander is
Gauntlet Sunfire against 2 AP soul liners, so
Oh, nice. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god, he's
What
just
is he
a moving
doing?
thing. He just dodged
Holy
every
shit.
skill shot. He's
Hey.
broken.
Wait, he's
Oh,
alive.
where's the tibbers?
Save him.
Where's
Save
the
him.
bear?
Caps.
Caps E.
Caps.
E,
Caps,
Caps.
my friend.
E.
Oh, help me out.
kill him.
Stun Caps.
Can we use... Still, what is Caps
Use
doing?
spells.
Dude, legit, the guy is dizzy.
You're
on
Yordle Caps.
Wait, what's going on?
He was so confused, no?
He
shit.
think he over-respected, no? He just over-respected.
Caps,
He was
but Caps,
completely dizzy.
he pressed
I
E
mean-
on Cannon and like pressed E on Poppy and just let go of his keyboard.
Yeah, he's disconnected.
I think yeah, he didn't want to throw the tippers unless it was a stun, but he should just throw the tippers so he can
He
burn
should
them
have
like
thrown
all
the
the way, you
tippers
know?
at the tier 2. Yeah, he should have thrown it when they were chasing past the tri-brush.
Yeah.
Just fucking chuck it right there.
Oof.
Like with these items, you just let Tipper marinate them a little bit and
For sure.
Wow.
It's okay, guys. It's only bad if it doesn't work. They got a big swing. They're gonna win this game.
The fucking small human comp was too OP.
yeah, Niddle is trash. Change my mind.
Some fucking cookie lol enjoyers on Gen G chasing down that poppy.
Oh,
Shit.
I was about to say, don't do this on my Twitch channel, but then I realized Cookie Lol is not even banned.
There you have it.
not banned, really?
He's allowed on Twitch.
okay, what is your in-game timer, Yamato?
22, 23, 24,
Okay, I'm a little
25.
bit
How can he not be banned, by the way? It's crazy.
I have no fucking idea.
It's like, if it's 90 or
Publicly
below,
cancelled,
then
and
it's not good.
banned, okay?
But it has to be above 90 pages. They got like, really
Nice.
got in.
Bro, Yike did the play of the year. Dude.
Dude, that was some sick movement.
It's actually
here,
the play
like,
of the year, honestly.
First, this is the first Tibbers angle, and then the next one, like, just any spell. Like, look,
This
just watch Caps, like, I
QWR
swear
just fucking boomed them.
Like, he just disconnected his keyboard real quick, no?
Yeah.
I feel like that could have came a lot earlier, but maybe he was baiting for the perfect moment. And I'm just a naysayer.
I like the fact that he took the vision plant to
If
get
you
more
threw the
speed.
tippers earlier, maybe they would not have chased.
I was baiting, you think, okay?
Yeah.
Genius.
Actually, he just carried the game, Caps, like that.
But I will say, I'm a fan of Proto Belt Cannon, I like it more too, but if there's any game where you do this Conqueror Riftmaker shit, it has to be this one as well, no?
Yeah, but I think even then you could just go Conqueror Protobelt, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's legal, yeah, I agree.
Oh.
I just don't know how Nidalee actually plays the game in 5v5s. I think it's incredibly difficult. You know, when there's so much CC.
Wait, Yike has 0
Whoa.
MR whatsoever.
Whoa,
no?
whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh, you don't have damage for this.
no.
It's a Rack and Poppy trying to 1v9 it.
Maybe they do have damage? Maybe no?
No, they
No,
can't.
no man, they don't.
They just completely threw it.
Ah, shibal.
It's fucking Elrom here on the Wukong, but Poppy.
I was gonna say it's Razak, but
Well, I don't know. I was more recently. I was watching Yamato stream, and there was this Wukong just greeting,
Actually, that
sprinting it down every chance he got. Oof, was a nice try.
Fucking Elramir. EU Masters champ.
oh yeah, they won just now, right?
Carried by Bao.
I was just capping anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's Razork. I didn't watch enough games of Fnatic when the pop winner was.
It was just a classic take a fight at like enemy base gate when there's towers all over the place and there's no follow up.
Oh yeah. Too many Divine Sunder Poppy games, I think.
If this was old Poppy, where you can like mark someone and not take damage from anything else, maybe. the
guy on the right.
Yeah.
Who is the guy on the right and the guy in the middle? What the fuck? I don't
The
know.
guy in the
them.
middle with his hands in his hair. I mean, that was the only natural reaction to this play, I think.
Yeah, but who was he?
Okay.
I have no
Shovey.
idea.
Thank you, Shovey. We accept this gift.
He's over this wall. He's out,
Yes.
no? He's out.
Oh, he's out. He's out. Mm.
He didn't need that wall. I would have hit that wall.
But Poppy W is actually kind of annoying to play against as Cassandra. Because usually, like, every CC spell, you just, like, hold your W and, like, dash away. But Poppy W actually kind of fucks you.
No, I agree. The same with Cassius Masma. You don't actually move. You just block damage and you stand there.
Okay, we're 950 away from Zaya. Complete 1v9 show.
I would say I've watched Rakan and Cannon just yoink a cannon from Zaya, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, if I was playing Zaya, it triggered me a little bit, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything out loud, but like, I'm just bothered by it.
I think at the point where both have finished Void, like you just want to make sure that Zaya hits 3 item, 4 item, just fucking give her everything. Like fucking Kyria and Zeus, like Zeus was freezing away for Crowny in mid. When he was playing Poppy top, he finished 2 core. And then he say, Gomayushi style. He was just freezing away for him.
I respect that. I like it.
Alright, Chovy.
Chovy is actually just, it's brother Chovy. It's not Chovy, it's brother Chovy.
Thank you, Chovy. All the homies love Chovy.
When GENG wins this tournament, this is the reason Chovy won't get MVP.
100%. There was like some thread by like the LPL fan club. I don't know which coach it was. He says, every morning I see G2 team running circles around the hotel. They will beat GENG through endurance. When GENG is tired after game 3, all those sprints.
Imagine it actually works out this way. Imagine this guy predicts it. GENG is just out of juice right now.
Just out of juice.
He's out of juice.
I need to find this.
Or they just pick the needle. The needle game 3.
But actually,
last
like
time
I said,
without HP.
GENG couldn't focus against their comp. They just saw their champion portraits and they're like, they're not taking us seriously. Who the fuck drafts this?
Okay. Kite out, G2. No need to dance.
Oh, the cone, take it. Oh, dude.
The big cannon flank cone.
Oh, the
If he had flash, actually, he could have gone, no? If he had the flash, he could have gone, but he had no flash.
Bro, the cannon on the trinket looked like a fucking pink ward. The orders are OP, just fucking put, like, we get the craziest ward skins.
I'm so surprised, like, I'm so surprised that Riot actually disabled ward skins. Like, I feel like they wouldn't give a shit normally for these kind of things, you know?
Oh, they have disabled them?
Yeah, no, you can't use them on TR.
But look, there's a fucking Amumu pink ward right there.
Oh, really? What the fuck?
Yeah, but Doran is just like mega griefing, though.
Yeah, it was mega griefing.
We take it.
What was the space? And
we take it.
We are definitely going game 3, guys.
This is game 4. We take those 100%. Unless Chovy Cassante gets pentacle here. I saw Bin do it on a VOD. No. Nidalee through spear.
I think I saw the same. Yeah, other like blue side mid tier 2 or.
I missed Gale for Cassante was that actually.
To be fair, I haven't seen any montages from European solo queue. Like, what's happening, guys? You know, normally, like, when international events, like, you see, like, 20 montages of people, you know?
They arrived now in, like, Master Elo, Grandmaster, GENG,
no time yet for montages? Okay.
Yeah.
Soon.
This is the like GGG manager, what he said. No, sorry, go ahead, Jizu.
Oh, no, I saw them yesterday night in, like, Grandmaster 600, 700, so...
I see.
So JGG manager say, I see G2 run some laps every day in the morning. They run near the hotel. I guess they'll play 50 minutes for the first 3 games. Then GENG will feel tired. Then they're gonna win. Oh man.
Nidalee is fucking useful, guys. I'm actually a Rel fan. I'm a huge Rel fan. It was pretty useless this game, but I like the champ.
I'll see when Hilly plays this champ.
Good things happen on my screen.
You need to, when you play Rel, you need to make sure the enemy knows you have flash. If you do that,
a champion that plays with his dong out for sure.
Well, it looks like Navori has a cooldown.
I mean, it's on cooldown clearly.
Well.
Malphite is so boring to play until you get 16, I feel like. And you can ult every like 35 seconds.
Oh, Mickey took the spear.
Oh.
Big. Now it's the Zaya show.
It's too much now. Maybe not. We'll see. I think might be too much still.
Okay, got Zaya.
Anyway.
Zeri murders these, no? Oh, she has no cleanse, never mind.
Oh, no, he got the eat. He got poppied.
Oh, he got fucking poppied.
He got
Oh,
papushkas.
well, I mean, we take those. One more. Why not? Let's play one more, guys.
The Yordles, guys.
Dude, the Yordle comp was too broken.
One hand, they're going bot.
I don't want to go bot, yeah.
Look at the Yordles go, guys. Whee!
Look at these fucking rascals go. Little rats.
They have an
Poppy is
Addison
OP.
primed already.
And the end.
Poppy is a
They
good
can,
champion.
Big ass
actually-
waves, 2 super creeps.
I think they can. They have too many like point and click. Just kill them buttons.
And how can Nidalee hit spears on these hitboxes, you know? Like, it's impossible.
And then this
True.
Imagine playing Nidalee against fucking 3 Yordles. Like, how can he hit
It is actually, unironically, not easy.
It's fucking out. Bro, Caps. Are you playing
Caps,
games?
not again, please. Caps, please, not again.
Ziggs incident.
Oh, man.
Ziggs incident.
Nice.
Imagine that
Yeah.
Zonia. They cannot end the game because of it.
Holy moly. That's a game. There had to be a lot of gifts from Kesante, a little bit of a gift in the draft as well with the Nidalee.
Yeah.
Imagine G2 banned Nidalee one game. Maybe they could have been 2-1 up. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
The thing about Nidalee is, it's like, depends how much trauma your jungler has from scrims, you know?
Mega scrim champ.
Some of the fucking annihilation that occurs in the scrims is like, if your jungler has too much trauma, you must ban Nidalee. There's just no other way. He just literally cannot focus if he sees the champion locked in.
Some things just never change. Like literally being a scrim champ. Like there are so many like cases of this. But you can't say it either, like to a team, you know. You want to believe that what you're playing in scrims is the best, or what's winning at least. But I would always have, like, in the back of my mind, I would always think if my team locked in Italy, that we lost like a few percentage of win chance, right? So
Worst case, you win a game and your jungler is just really good.
yeah. I mean that's best case, right? You win the game and your jungler is really good.
But then he's like really good on Nidalee, so he's like delusional.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Instead of being like really good on like Gragas. I can remember like Klid Gragas scrimming against that. It's like, oh my god. What a Gragas player. He did things on Gragas and that was just unspeakable.
Klid Gragas? I don't remember Klid Gragas. When did he play that?
I think this was during his T1 times.
2019, 2020, no?
Yo.
But did you know this is good? This is nice. This series is more interesting than it would have been. And I gotta say, we gotta give G2 their flowers specifically for this game. Simultaneously, though, also criticizing Gen G, which I know you're prepped and primed for.
Oh yeah, that was not a good game from Gen G. And
The Kesante didn't look that good. That's a like door that unlocks now.
No, for sure. I mean, one thing is, like, he's the CEO of Kasante Mid too, no? Like, he's the guy that started it.
Gen G in a little bit, but first I just want to highlight the comeback because they showed the goal differences. It looked exactly kind of like game 1 and game 2 where it just starts tailing in Gen G's favor, but then J2 was finding angles to punish the over-aggression out of Gen G and clawed their way back to win this game. I thought, you know...
Yeah, I think you just play Ari with another AD jungler, I'll be honest, then why?
I don't know how keen they feel about Wukong. Everyone seems to have mixed opinions about Wukong. Just think about the peanut gems.
There's other AD junglers you can play, right?
Because
Well, like, you
like
can
I'm
even just
thinking
play,
about his Viego. It was a long time ago, but his Viego at Worlds. Like if I show you guys some clips, it was solo losing, you know. Like he was getting heavily outperformed by Pioshi.
It was too disgusting.
It was horrendous, man. It was rough. And I love Peanut.
You could play Ari, Viego, Ari, Jarvan, Ari Leeson. I don't know. I mean, even like Kha'Zix if it's like if it's actually good, you know. I don't know what the scrim meta is, but
I like the Vi Maokai snipes though. I feel like those are the two junglers that have remained relevant after all the nerfs.
Annie and Ari, right? You have both now. So what do you do? Because they're going blue, I assume. Gen G.
Yeah, it gets a bit more difficult, yeah.
It's like, do you... I feel like they have to ban Aphelios, no, on Red?
Yeah, so they have Aphelios ban, and then there's Ani Ari that are both.
They can
like,
leave K'Sante open, then they ban Vi, Aphelios. Unless Zyrakan is open and they want to slam that 1-2 and ignore Draven. I guess maybe they ban Aphelios via Maokai again, just run the back. Because at least Ari gets a little bit worse when Vi is out. And then you just test them if they're willing to play other AD champs.
I mean, that was a poppy play for the century, no?
Yeah. Actually, play of the year.
Okay.
Right. Striker actually posted.
I mean, unironically, they won after
preview.
this play, so I think it's play of the year.
He posted preview of Caps versus.
Where?
Caps versus fucking Chovy. This game, Ari versus Lissandra. Like how he died. I'm streaming on Discord. Let's see what happened to him.
But I know, Lissandra is playing for Prio, and the second wave, on third wave he's too low HP to actually contest Prio, and he just backs off, and then he's dead. Because he was playing like a Sunseal spell.
He ate 3 Ws already on first wave.
Oh, that was a really bad trade, yeah.
Second Electro.
You only need to hit one part of the queue with one auto and W, and you proc Electro it always.
Surprised Chovy wasn't fishing for more electrocute pucks this lane. I feel like he was very happy with GW autoing and leaving.
You just can't really auto-trade
Yeah,
that
now-
much with
now
Lissandra
it's
early, no? Like,
No,
Yeah,
you
it's Ari Lissandra versus electrocute Ari, so I assumed he just wanted to squeeze in one more, you know? Like, because he didn't squeeze in one more ever. Like, literally, just auto W and ran. Like, never tried to get electrocute. I'm just surprised.
That looks like my Lissandra.
I
Who
was trying
posted
too
this,
hard
by
to
the way?
dodge.
Striker.
Okay.
I asked if I can get replays of Pro VODs and they told me no. So sad.
What did you say? Sorry?
No, only people that are in teams get them.
Oh.
Mephisto hooked me up with an email and I emailed them. And then they asked, which organization are you a part of?
Ah, shit.
The Nutsack
You're
had
a
no
Jigga
power.
You're a
So
Jigga
I'm a
Ram.
part of the Nutsack. Nutsack Gaming.
I'm rewatching, but actually this is like part of Caps is hinting his corrupting potion. Like he's half HP and he's still not using corrupting potion.
Did he have corrupting or did he play Doran's Ring?
He had corrupting. I think he's gonna use it soon. Wait. Like again, he's like 30% HP. He still didn't use corrupting potion. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, corrupting potion. He used it when he got hit with the last trade that took him to 10% HP. Like if you had the corrupting potions going, then he can contest the third wave easily, and he doesn't have to do anything. You know.
What the fuck?
Legit potion mistake. That's a mistake for the ages.
Yeah, random off-topic thing. Did you guys see the Ornn upgrades on the new Mythics?
Yeah, it's crazy
What
how
is
like
the
the
Infinity
Ornn
Edge,
upgrade
by the
is
way?
increasing like
Crit damage?
Like, damage. Yeah.
That is
Wait.
All is gonna be so
crazy,
broken.
man.
No way. What?
I
feel like that's I feel like that's a stat that you just are not allowed to be increasing, you know.
I wanna see AP items the upgrade now.
They are the
what
same.
did
They are
it
not
do to them?
changed. They are not changed. These mythics are new, right? And changed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So AP items are the same. What
26
changed for
lethality,
AP
one
champions, Jizu, is that ADs do more magic damage, so people are gonna buy more MR. That's what changed for AP items. And also, Imperial Mandate is not a mythic, so you can buy it on...
Well, at least you don't have to deal with Force of Nature. That shit's getting kneecapped.
That's true, yeah. That's true. But enemy will have Abyssal with 2,400 gold.
Ah,
Yeah, but it's
So-
only 40 MR or something, no? Like
60.
40 or 50?
60.
60?
and
It's a
yeah,
Negatron.
you have catalyst passive.
No,
No,
not
you
Catalyst
don't.
passive.
They're moving that.
Oh, they removed that?
It's
Okay.
Kindle Gem Negatron.
Okay.
But bro, Yumus also looks so fucking broken when I look at it upgrade.
This guy messaged, like, not this guy, some other guy DM'd me to try and, like to ask me, like, my tier list, and I just said, like, all these lethality items are broken, Protobelt's broken, Luden's broken, IU's broken, and then I think Gale Force and Ginsu's, I think Ginsu's upgrade's quite nice, because 10% attack speed, like, makes it ramp faster, right?
Yeah.
Like, you get 20 AP, 10 AD, 10 attack speed, that's a lot of stats, by the way.
Like if you can use the AP well, it does look fucking juicy. But a lot of the ADs,
For all these champs, I feel like 10 ability haste on Navori, like, who gives a fuck, you know? Like,
yeah, this is kind of trash. The flicker, it's like
Yeah,
borderline.
really.
Yo, just fucking buy IE or fucking this thing if I
yeah,
have
you
Ornn
get
on my
less
team.
AD than IE, you get less AD and 10 ability haste, like, who gives a fuck?
To this last item, it's crazy how much of the stat weight is into the mana region. But mana region is gonna be kind of an OP stat because they're like adding the all the things into the game again. So maybe it's valuable somehow.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know what the maths is for that, but it's like, what, 12 extra AP? So you upgraded 42 AP for an upgrade? It's pretty good. It's actually whipped. It's significantly better than the Control Mage Mythics. Which is pretty
Oh,
cringe.
actually, the item itself is the one that gives the mana region thing. I didn't even
Oh,
realize.
really? So, like,
Oh, really?
It dips in its own stats? or-
Yeah, Echoes of Helia is the one that gives you the conversion.
Dude, what the fuck? You're just a hashtag AP enjoyer?
So just
That's nutty.
That's kind of strong, yeah.
I think the fact that Mandate will not be a mythic, I think that opens up some goofy builds with Rileys.
Agreed.
That can be nasty.
Yeah. Probably makes Swain pretty strong.
Yomo's at 26 lethality and stacking up to 20 lethality sounds really balanced.
Yeah, that one is crazy.
46 lethality on a single item. Can't wait to play against Blue Cane running at me with fucking 46 lethality on one item. It's gonna be really fun.
Duskblade, after thinking about it, I think it's fair. But it's weird because like the way they data mine the info, it's like they always give it like half. Because apparently like the untargetable portion, it's like it will break the moment you use an action, and you can be like hit by AoE spells. So it's basically like a lesser stealth, unless you're playing against shit the reviews. So
yeah,
and then 10-second cooldown. I think this is, generally speaking, worse.
I agree. Duskblade got nerfed. When they said untargetable and people told me it was AoE, like you can get hit by AoE, I was like, it's fine. But
yeah, the 10-second
literally
cooldown
just
thing
like-
matters.
I think it's literally just to make AD carries pissed off, no? Because they kill your support and then you can't hit them for fucking 1.5 seconds and then they one-shot you and you're just like, fuck this shit.
You get fucking rooted by the slow is also kind of stupid.
Yeah.
It's a very
Just to trigger AD carry
win
players,
more
I
item. It's like almost every, like you run into Rengar Shakos that are buying Duskblade into Essence Reaver IE and they just have a good time. Duskblade
Tech
Academy.
anymore now.
Yeah, that's true.
Or is Duskblade legendary still? Is it going legendary or is it staying mythic?
Considering nothing is stated here, I think it is still a mythic.
Okay.
Also, this is like the Echoes of Helia. I want to understand if there's like any internal cooldown, or because if there's no cooldown, I'm sure there will be like abuse cases for how many shards you can pick up and how often you can use it. But usually items like this have like some internal cooldown.
Yeah, I could imagine like actually maybe that doesn't work. Like Airy Javan, like shielding your team. But I guess if you have Airy and you hit someone, it's gonna prioritize the damage.
Yeah, you have to heal or shield, so the buffs don't do anything.
But yeah, I agree. If Nami presses W and fucking procs this item twice in one spell, it's a bit broken, no? You go fucking this into Mandate? I'm gonna go take a leak bro back.
With the Switch, Gale Force is gonna become rare, man. The fact that fucking IE and the other item are mythics, you're gonna lose so much damage if you don't, if you go for this.
Yeah. Did they buff it at all, or?
They made it physical damage, and it scales with crit, the damage.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess that's that. Alright, I guess we go in draft. Fuck the new patch. Alright, via Philios. Let me see a little Maokai ban. I wonder if Genji is gonna slam Draven first pick now.
There's a chance, yeah. I think G2 can't really punish it as well as the other way around, I think.
Let's go, Pays. Slam the Draven, bro. The stream is going bombastic.
Stream is completely dying, yeah.
Okay, Sante.
The stream is getting hacked. Wait, they really gonna need it again if the pick is something like this?
I guess they're gonna go Cannon again, right? Makes sense. I think they just don't pick the Nidalee, pick like the... Even just play like the Cassandra top into Cannon, like it's completely fine.
Caps will play Vayne into Cassandra probably.
We have to
I don't know. I don't know if the confidence is there.
It's not fun. You get second win, Doran shield value, you get pushed in, and your team is gonna hate you. Honestly, even that game he played Vayne, he was such a liability. He was like dying to Galio Trundle or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
He managed to not be added in second, so.
Whoa.
You're talking about our
What
boy,
are you saying?
the Void King.
I mean, I think he picked Vayne for that reason as well, no?
Honestly, I prefer Elise over Nidalee.
Yeah, for sure.
I like Elise a lot more.
I think Elise has like... Elise is not even like this champ that falls off anymore, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it depends how you play it, but yeah.
Yeah, true. I mean, it depends
say,
on the comp as well, right? But
just pick Annie here and then they can't hit Cocoon.
Oh, actually, Elise is way
Honestly, they didn't pick the triple Yordles. This was just an Annie angle, I agreed.
This is Draven on 3.
I mean, Annie on 4 here, still winnable.
There's no way they let it through, no?
Well, then maybe he can hit some Cocoons.
What do people normally pick here with Jinx now against Draven? Because like if they go Enchanter, they probably run into like a
probably they ban Blitz, right?
lane, right?
Genji ban Blitz and look to play Thresh.
Yeah.
Something like this. Because at least if enemy picks Thresh on 4, then you're happy. Just go any Blitz and then you see like enemy Swift ban. Because maybe G2 could like preemptively ban Thresh here as well. I think Jace is also not a bad ban. But I don't know how keen Genji are to play Jace. No one seems to be playing Jace this whole tournament, so.
Yeah.
Oh, they ban
actually
Blitz.
play it like a lot in solo queue, so it's kind of weird.
So they're picking Thresh on 4 to counter mid. Okay. Leona angle?
What are we cooking?
What yordles are in the game? Huh?
Rumble?
Raka?
Huh?
What?
Blind? Just like that? Is that a
Now you
flex
just
or
go
what?
like, now you just go like Lulu, right? You're completely pissing.
You're completely pissing, yes.
Completely pissing.
You're not piss chilling, you're pissing on them.
Yeah, just shortening the...
Is Soraka a thing into K'Sante mid? There's no way that's a thing.
I mean,
Oh
not
shit.
in this comp, I would say. Not in this comp.
Poppy Soraka 2v2 mid?
Actually, you can't pray.
Poppy E someone in the wall into E.
You go, I really am
I mean, yeah, that will probably happen once this game. Yeah.
Oh, it's winnable.
The
It's
enemy
winnable. If Tiger's
honest-
locked in, can win.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I would never
Can
do this
win.
I
against...
prefer Jace so much more here than Trist.
Yeah, I would never do this against Poppy either.
I don't want Tristan against Poppy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in mid lane, I can see it. But like in top lane, if Poppy ever runs behind you, you're just fucking dead.
But they're matching the yordles though. There's 2 yordles versus 2.
Okay? They just
Huh?
pick some mid, it's one shot. Dodge it.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying in mid lane, it's like harder for Poppy to end up like behind you randomly, you know?
Oh.
Why?
Don't they just send Tristana mid now?
It's not
I
insane
think so.
matchup. It's good, but it's not insane.
Okay.
I think Soul can actually fight early. Like Soul early.
Yeah,
is-
you can fight. Level 1 actually wins level
He
1.
can fight
I mean,
early.
it's like very flippy, right? Because Tristana
Yeah.
can pick all the fights, but also it's also like they're gonna both be low if it's an all-in.
No, I mean, I
It's,
agree.
it's Tristana Elise.
Yeah, they can dab him if they
I think
keep
Soul
fighting.
is good against low CC, like mid jungle. Like there's not that much CC. The champ is fucking strong to fight. I agree, but I would not have picked Soul here based on what's going on in the draft. Like, do you think Soul even 1v9s this game? I mean, maybe he does. I don't know.
I mean,
He's
there's
also
gonna be
fucking good.
both junglers are gonna show up mid after 3 camps, I think, and that's probably gonna decide like how the lane is gonna go.
And if he plays Comet, I agree. But if he plays First Strike and just skills E, I think we're just chilling.
No, he's gonna go Q level 1 though. There's no way you don't. I feel like you
Yeah,
need
but
Q
then
level
you
1
go-
or you just get jumped on.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
always kill level
so
1.
you go Comet, right? Comet Scorch. You fight him. I'm fine. But
Yeah,
if he
I don't
goes
know, I
First Strike, he
guess.
doesn't even win. I think.
Like Comet or Area or something, I don't know what the fuck you go. But like,
Like his,
I've seen this
We'll go
matchup
Comet,
quite a
yeah.
lot, and you just have to fist it.
I don't disagree. But if he plays First Strike, I already write him off as not having played the matchup because you need Comet Scorch to do it. Like reliably.
He for sure played the matchup though. Like, yeah.
I mean, gold is always nice, so I won't blame him.
But you
There's a
need
lot
the
of
early game.
Tristana mids and solo queue, and he played a lot of Soul. So.
Yeah, Comet Scorch. There you go. Good boy. Otherwise, you get fucking fisted. You need Comet Scorch because your Q basically keeps ticking it down. It counts as instances of damage, so you just get fucking infinite Comet Scorch, infinite Comet CD, and you just keep fucking pumping.
The first strike gap as well.
I
I feel like taking a First Strike cannon in these lanes is just conceding that you're shit at the champ and can't push for like anything with Conqueror. You know, I feel like if you play Conqueror cannon, you can push for plates.
not
I
gonna lie.
played this match recently against Goose Kisan.
I think first strike is fine, honestly. I mean, as like last game, I would have for sure taken Conqueror. Yeah, I don't know. But I also feel like the matchup is way different. Like last game, you can actually just step up and auto attack the Malphite. Like at the point he was in the game, he could just step up and literally just auto attack the Malphite and just E to dodge the Q comet and just keep auto attacking him. But you can't really do that against K'Sante as much, I think. Like you have to respect K'Sante like dashing on you or like running towards you. Like yeah.
If you don't get completely destroyed, I honestly always like First Strike anyway.
Oh, I like
In
the
any
fact that
matchup,
this
it's free
buys
gold.
so much time for them.
Especially in Melee. What the fuck?
shit.
He's just
Oh.
contesting like that?
Wow,
That's crazy.
this is
Only hit level 2.
That's
You don't
really
pin him in
big.
the wall there? Dude, I'd fucking pin him on that
Okay.
wall and take his
Wow.
HP bar.
Yeah, Peanut is a fraud.
really
I would
big.
say
They fast
Peanut
push.
isn't
Oh, shit.
cooking anything with this fucking First Strike at
I'm gonna
least.
help
I'll
him.
tell you that much.
He's gonna play with them.
Oh.
That's not with them.
Oh man, Peanut's cooking nothing with this fucking First Strike at least.
I mean, I don't know. They gave up like 2 creeps away bot there, but
Yeah, they have to help him get the jungle now, and they can get mid into raids.
Do you even leave here,
Really good.
Poppy? I'd fucking live in their jungle.
No,
I'd
yikes.
stick around.
He has no smite, right? And he
I mean,
needs no smite,
honestly,
so it's like
I
a
would have
little
the
bit.
HP.
I think
with
he
the
might end up throwing his entire lead if he stays, I think.
I
Yeah,
think the
but he
moment
will end
Lulu
the
went
bot
so
lane's game,
far,
you know?
I think it's okay. Like Lulu went
I'd
so
fucking-
far.
I would have fisted Lulu before leaving, and then I'll leave after fisting Lulu. If the guy wants to come and fuck with me, I'm gonna make sure he feels it, you know?
They didn't
Give a
drop
little
XP
blood
though,
back.
Genji bot, so it was good.
Yeah, but that's why I think he needs to stick around a bit longer, you know? Because
Yeah.
a little bit
Yeah,
longer,
maybe.
and he can do a lot of work, you know, for the bot lane. Because I feel like your bot lane gave a lot, and you not fighting there is not giving
Mickey's a
back.
psycho, no?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
If you don't give back a little bit of love here, I think your bot lane just suffers, like suffered for nothing, you know, like a fucking raptor camp. Who cares? Like it's completely useless.
I thought
Yeah,
Paze would skill
I agree,
fucking
yeah.
E here and just denied the Soraka path, and she just might even die. Soraka
I agree,
crossed
but also
Alcove.
I think G2 both could have left earlier when they realized they were just hard pushing.
No, I know, but I think the mindset of trading sides here is not for Poppy to get ahead in camps. It's for
I
the
mean-
bot lane to get ahead. So when the enemy attacks
Honest-
like this, you still want to actually, like, I would want to burn my Poppy flash, chunking Lulu or Jinx and be happy with that. Like, I would actually be happy.
Level
Because
1
you're trying
driven
to get an
Soraka
advantage
against
both sides.
level 1 driven Soraka against Jinx Lulu. They can't go aggressive way. Like they went defensive way. That was the main issue. I feel like.
I think
No,
it's
but they
just an
had the
axe
push
gap, no?
already. They can't run that way when they have like 5 creeps
I
to
think-
run, you know?
No, the minions are gonna hit the tower.
Draven
Like you
with
can
one
dodge it
axe
and
is-
play level 1 against them.
I don't think
No,
they
no,
can.
but if you take the fight when you already got the wave, you know, they have to decide like, do I catch this wave or do I take the fight, you know? And they can always back out. Like they can't just, they don't have like CC, you know? They can always just run if they want to.
Yeah, but this way they don't lose XP like G2 bot lane, you know. If they win level 1, they could have gone that way. And actually they also delay the enemy bot lane, and then Yike plays more as well in any jungle.
I think
I
it's
think-
possible, but I don't know how strong Draven
Because
is without
this way,
both his
I
axes.
feel like
Yeah.
both of them lost.
It's
This way.
also, yeah.
Depends.
like-
It still depends on if they win level
I'm
1.
pretty
even.
sure Lulu.
And-
I think definitely Lulu is stronger than.
I think it's
Lulu's
also-
definitely stronger than Soraka and an
yeah.
all-in. And a straight up all-in, I think she's stronger. But obviously, if the fight goes long,
If they
I
both
think-
like, if they both just press S and auto attack each other, Lulu for sure wins. If Soraka like is allowed to space a little bit more or wait in between her queues, you can probably win it.
I think it's too hard though as well because you are running into them, so they can just hit you and just walk and just wait spells, and you just lose HP. And
Yeah.
you have to cross them, and like Jinx, Lulu can play on range. If
They
they
can
skill
basically
Q.
they can just leash you.
Yeah,
They're
pretty
just
much.
leashing you, and you are just dropping the wave while they like play with you. You know, it's
Yeah.
not an easy situation.
But I think this type of outcome, the fact that Elise got fucked in her funk, like her pressure is completely fucking gone now. I think it's
I'd
really
agree
big.
with you. I'd agree with you. Poppy wasn't just as fucking useless if they don't get anything going. But I feel like Poppy this game is not going to be visible for at least another. You know, Poppy this game will be as useful as their solo laners will be, or at least their bot lane, for example, right?
I mean, at
don't
least mid is going well. I think
I mean,
I agree.
it's good base, like comparatively to.
that whole partying
Oh.
fucked mid lane so
He
hard.
got it.
Nice.
Because Toby cannot play aggro ever. He's doing very to rate. That's the best parting to deny aggressive matchup mid.
Actually, Cass was considering buying like double ruby crystal. I would have respected it. The double ruby crystal buy.
What do you build it even into?
Oh.
Chovy
I mean,
hasn't
yeah,
played
you
with
have to
Master.
run
Yeah.
your second item.
Let's go. What the fuck?
Full through that, baby.
Is he
No
looking
TP on Tristana, and the wave is fucked.
up, bro?
He's getting
If you manage to
fucking
slam, if
smoked.
you can actually hit his R on the.
This
on
is
the
ER and
Tristana,
first flash, no?
he
Yeah,
might
Yeah,
be
this
flash.
is ER full slash, I think.
Yeah,
If
I thought that's what he
He's
was
behind
looking
the
for the
angle,
moment he
right?
fucking started floating.
There it is.
He has no W, no?
There it is. There
Yeah,
it is.
that's good enough.
Oh, is that? Oh, no, man.
It came up.
He still has W. He still has
Oh,
W.
no, he played this good. He played good.
Like, I think it was narrow his W cooldown there, by the way.
Yeah, he just came up. Legit.
Oh.
That's why he had to flash first, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Big.
Legit just came up.
I wonder if Poppy would reach with flash there. Like if he flash W's. I wonder if he would reach after getting knocked back. Probably not.
Nah, I think he's still
With tier 2
gets...
shoes, I think he could manage to actually pin her.
Ooh.
Oh no,
Dead.
that's so sad
Oh,
actually.
so close. He
Wait,
doesn't have
he's-
lethal, no?
he's
He's
fine,
not
he's
dead.
fine, he's
He's
fine.
not good.
He kills him, I think, no?
Next
Ah,
E.
He's waiting E, he's waiting E.
He
Oh,
dies, he dies.
Help.
Oh, that's so unfortunate
No, man.
actually.
Oh, no.
His lane was so good as well.
Recalled?
Enemy top bailed him out big time. I think Doran bailed out Chovy big time.
It becomes unassailable. His wave clear goes infinite once
Holy.
level 8-9, and it's tough to push on this guy.
Jovi remembered when Adam Set came into mid 2021 and flashed on his Yasuo. What the fuck is this guy doing? And then his top laner is not crashing the wave, doing nothing during this time. It's just slow pushes.
Is the stream lagging by the way?
Yeah, it's fucking lagging. The sound is bugging too.
This is YouTube.
I'm not hearing the sound.
Wait. Oh, okay. I respect it. I thought Lula had no... I mean, I thought Jinx had no flash. Really big.
That's a big fucking cash-in.
Plus 3 for 80 gold. That's
I mean,
500.
he was also jailed in lane for a while, no? Like he was gonna get stuck in this lane for a long time if this didn't happen.
Good as fuck.
Overall, he got like 1k gold.
Buddy. Marathon G2 is popping off, guys.
I would say if I see another Gale Force Draven, I'm closing the stream and I'm leaving. Bye.
I mean, I think he's going Gale Force.
I mean, this game it's better than the other one, I think.
He's going Gale Force
Better,
right now.
but it's still illegal. Please don't.
Is Eclipse just not bought anymore after Omnivamp is gone?
It's a BT first base.
That I can respect.
8-minute BT, guys.
This is long
This
sold
guy-
into a BT.
That guy cannot die anymore. Like literally for like the next 20 minutes. By the way.
Really?
Wait, Soraka W.
BT only starts scaling at level 9, right?
Yeah, but I think there's just a raw lifesteal for a champ like Draven this early is plenty.
Oh yeah, but what I mean is like the shield starts going up after level 9, right?
Yes. I will say I'm surprised. Like I don't know why it's not an Essence Reaver. I feel like Essence Reaver Draven is so much pressure in lane. Like it hits so fucking hard. He just W walks up, taps your head for like 300 damage.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how you lane that. Like I don't know if you had Essence Reaver right now how Jinx would even lane the guy. Like I actually don't know.
I mean, I think it's kind of similar with BT though. Like
Yeah, I mean,
being able to lane, right?
Nah, maybe yeah. Maybe you can just take shit trade. Like every trade is a good trade with
But
BT, right?
I hear some Draven say that it's like, I mean, they claim Essence Reaver is noob item because if you just manage your mana, you're completely fine, right? Like you don't need the mana aspect of it. But I mean, the Sheen procs every time is like kind of strong. I feel like.
But that's why, right? I think that's why I built it. I don't buy it for the mana necessarily. I just really like the Sheen proc is so nice. Like, you get that 20% crit as well. My god.
Yeah.
You just kill someone's Nexus.
I thought you'd R that.
I thought he was.
Nah, not when you have E down already, I think.
But if he had ER there, imagine after the choke jump.
Yeah. But I mean, he's never gonna jump unless he uses E, I think.
No, but they did at the same time, jump and D at the same time. That's why.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't think Australian Soul wins that though. Like,
But
there's
I
no way
think,
he's
I
gonna
mean,
lose.
if he does that, Tristana probably just R's him away and then they just trade, right? I don't think he actually dies.
Yeah, I don't think you never find solo kills in this matchup unless you can like after that trade you can like chase him out with W, you know, like you can just run him down the lane.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I mean if he jumped and ER, of course he kills him.
No, not if Tristana ults him away insta. There's no
Wait.
follow
Yeah,
up, no?
Yeah,
then he's flying again.
Don't you get the Stardust from Herald?
you should, yeah.
Not sure to be fair.
Because you get soul from everything else.
It's
like-
5, yeah. It's 5 Stardust for Herald if you kill it in the thing. I wonder if he's gonna go Roa, because I feel like Roa in these matchups is really nice, because your
I think
health is so fucking
Rylas
nice.
rush, right?
Really into Ludan, I think.
I don't know about Luden. It's Leandri's if you're buying anything. I don't think you go Luden this game.
Yeah, really into Ludan, I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Leandri's?
Not Luden. Leandri's. I don't think Luden is that good this game.
How could you have cannon top?
Squishy. For Squishy. Only Kisante is a tank.
They will buy MR for sure on like a little no magic mantle in your build is dog shit.
He's that. You eat the wave and he hit it, the classic mistake.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean,
Big
if
chilling in the bush.
in game, this is the one. Before.
Yeah, but honestly, I'd rather see Rylize Roa and him just,
mean,
he's just another tank.
I don't think it's like a massive mistake buying either one.
No, I agree. I mean, he's going Sork, so it probably will be a thing actually.
How bad is Night Harvester on this champ if you have tier?
Ace all?
Yeah. Considering
the
how you
mana,
ult, considering how your ult works, I just fucking...
You're really greedy with mana, but I don't think it's bad. It's good tech. Actually, Night Harvester Rise is fucking technology. Like, I'm telling you right now. That shit is technology.
Isn't it just like better buying the mana item on any champ, you go Saras, honestly. Like, for the most part.
Basically, you would skip, this item then. You would go like Void third and just keep tier. But maybe you just don't have enough mana to actually like function.
Oh, you mean you would skip Archangel?
Yeah, you would just keep tier then.
Yeah, I don't like it. You don't have enough mana, I think.
Yeah, I could see that. That's why I asked, you know? Because I just imagine like your ult always hits, right? So you're gonna proc Night Harvester on 5 always. But the same can be said for like fucking Leandri then too.
And then play with first strike. You get the massive gold.
First strike, Night Harvester. Press R randomly when there's 4 or 5 champs on that side of the map. Stonks.
Oh shit. You're farming gold for free.
I think at that point you just play Gragas and you just Night Harvester, ult them on cooldown.
No, you play Cap, you need the first strike.
Agreed. But then Gragas is open and the game's already won, so it doesn't matter what you build. Because Gragas is not balanced.
Gragas has been open every game today. Never picked.
Ain't no way, brothers. Ain't no way.
I'm also Gragas. Enjoy.
You can't seriously be trying to win when you pick Elise over Gragas in jungle and like tell me that you are trying to win. You cannot. Brother, where the Stardust at? What is the C?
I think I can see why junglers don't want to play Gragas some games. Like, it is a little bit.
Oh, Kakuna Matara, baby.
That's it is a little bit of a bot champ, I feel, but in solo lanes, I feel like it's almost always better.
What's happening in River during all of this?
Doran.
Oh, Soraki.
Days. It's actually a game fucking. It's actually a game
over.
fucking 5, by the way.
It's a marathon diff.
It's a marathon diff, bro.
It's actually a huge marathon diff right now.
They actually
Insane
ran
marathon diff.
this.
Dude, that guy knew.
Oh, Tristana get 2 platings here if they don't sub him.
Doesn't matter.
How
Doesn't
funny
matter
would
for
it
the
be
game
if tomorrow there's a tweet? I saw Genji in the lobby jogging around the building.
They are ready for Bad Lions.
Oh shit.
Fucking Mad Lions going for a fucking sprint tonight, real quick. Around the lobby, around the hotel.
Giving a message that they go over the LPL lobby or wherever they play, you know?
Oh. Hassan is feeling himself. A little efficiency squeeze. A little 40 damage.
Let's give
No, he was trying to keep his axes alive, but he dropped them. I think that's why he hit.
Oh, okay.
We should sell the deal with a kill to Ansama. And it's another like 2k gold in the bank.
I agree.
Because actually now it's only 400 gold.
Well, I will say
it was Cal versus Nicole.
it is a European team playing against Jinx. The Jinx
Yeah,
factor is very much alive.
Yep.
It is cheat. It's a cheat
And
to
a
play
Lulu.
against the Jinx. Like, it's still very losable.
This is reminding me of T1 versus Genji as well. That game was also looking rough. Chovy having a rough Tristana game. And then it didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I will say if there's a few mid laners that I genuinely trust to play champs to like Tristana and carry the game, and I will say Chovy does come to mind.
Yeah. It's going Kraken BT Navori. It looks like.
I thought you could Lulu ult this and play for more.
Maybe. I was thinking the same.
Oh, this was like
Single ding.
Oh!
Really
this was like a very weird combo by Doran.
Oh.
Like using his spells.
Actually saved the day. That's crazy.
But this Raka is completely bailing him out.
Man, that's crazy.
Actually, it's a huge Raka diff.
We just saw Rakadiff, what the fuck?
Second time, no? Or is the old bug? Was it here again or not? I don't think it was. Was it yet?
Yeah, they ulted before as well. But I mean, the one before it was more like they just forced it really hard because their team was coming in, or like G2 was coming in River, right?
Collapsing. Yeah.
Link Sult is so broken, he actually heals him there.
Honestly, Cannon is a Yordle, so he can dodge that really easily.
Yeah.
Fact. At least can't hit cocoons on the top side. And she got late invaded bots, so the top side was just dry as fuck for her, you know? There's nothing to progress there. Genius. Draft Yordle top, Yordle jungle, and at least push her to the top side.
Yes, Rylai's is completely left.
Oh, ult!
Oh, never mind.
I mean, I have to say.
Oh, catch him! Catch out! Catch out! Oh!
Lulu.
Right.
Popushka no flash, no? Keep going. What the fuck are we running for? This Jing's coming. Like, hello? Like, Delight? Hello? Peanut? Like, you guys have... Hello?
Hello?
Negative testicle.
Negative testicle.
Negative testicle.
Literally. How is that not a free fight, by the way? This fucking I will not yield sprinting into the enemy team.
You don't have I will not yield.
I'm right to my jungler when he fucks up something. You have negative testicle.
I always say this. Like, what? You've never heard this?
I've never heard negative testicle. I've heard twisted testicle.
When you gank an Ezreal Bard lane and the enemy's like Ook champ and whatever, I'm gonna say you have negative testicles. Why are you ganking bot?
Good one. Negative testicles.
It's like classic, you know, junglers in solo like legends, they gank bot no matter what, even if the 3v3 is like lost in every planet.
No, but
of the
Caps,
universe.
you can't be serious, no?
No.
Like, Caps,
No,
oh my
Caps.
god, it's not a Soraka div. It's a
bro.
Soraka div.
Oh, is that actually Soraka ult?
It's Soraka is div. No,
Actually,
but you can't be serious.
Soraka is so OP this game. What the fuck?
Oh shit, so I
But
come
you can't be
for.
serious that you like. You can't be serious that you like fucking do the greedy ass like E and then you walk near the bushes to try and get the big Q. Like, dude.
Honestly, we should play Soraka Senna bot and then organize one against any Korean team.
Not sure about the Senna, but
I mean,
Yeah, I think it helps that you have an actual champion, you know? Like, it helps that you have an actual champion in the bot lane.
Low-key broken, I feel like, by the way. AD as well,
Of course.
farming.
I mean, I think Senna is a good champion, but like...
I'm seeing so many VODs, Korean solo queue, that Sennas are like, just so fucking fed.
Senna, I believe, is OP, but Senna Soraka, I think.
Yeah, of course, I'm just saying a fucking random combo.
Okay,
See what he does here? Is like he does like the greedy ass Q angle, so you can get like all the AoE and like focus the cannon. It's like, dude, could just be a little bit more patient, you know?
Yeah, with Soraka ult. I respect.
I like the demolish proc. Like, that is an honorable death right there.
Guys, do you get dust always on takedown with Aurelion? Or you don't get on takedown? Is it only E and Q and R? You don't get on takedown, right? Okay.
I think it's only on Q and E, so it's, when it's inside your E,
But
you won't
R
get
gives
dust.
you as well 5 if you hit. I think champions.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
honestly, Tristana looks a bit scary right now.
I mean, for sure, I do not want to get jumped on if I'm Cannon or in Soul. That said, if I'm Cannon, maybe I won't tap her if she has no MR. But
Like
if I'm
he's
already in
actually
Soul, I'll do
ahead
it
of
instead.
he's ahead of most champs of the game right now.
Does he know about
Cannon's
the
actually
chicken nut magic
quietly
mantle?
a beast. Cannon's quietly a beast. Like, the first track paid off for sure.
Cannon's strong.
These 2 items, what the fuck?
Cannon can one-tap their whole team. There's no MR right now, except for thingy. What is up with these Kazantes from Korea and just refusing to buy like a real MR item? Like, what is this?
I have to say,
I
as
think
well,
this is fine though. This is okay, I think.
You think this is not just a force of nature angle and just play the game?
Yeah, but
Draven will watch
but if you go force of nature, you're not gonna have Sunfire, right? So.
Yeah, but who cares about Sunfire that much? You know, like who cares?
is Tabi
Yeah,
correct?
I mean it's all about like being able to clear the wave. No, Tabis is not great. I would not go Tabis.
No.
I mean, okay, Tabis is fine, but it's like.
It's like the only reason Tabi is fine is because Mercs don't
But I
feel
think
that
if I go Sunfire, I would go Mercs probably.
Same.
Because it's like just Tabi it's like enemy is very magic heavy. It's like Poppy does not do that much damage to you, I think.
Yeah, but you're not really gonna. I mean, you're gonna take a lot of damage from Soul, yeah. But you're not gonna. You're also gonna take most of your damage from Draven. I feel like in these fights.
Yeah, that's
It could
true,
be.
but I feel like the way the comps play, you aren't you just marking cannon perma? That's the only job you have.
It's the chicken nut magic mantle.
Yeah.
It's the game changer in the bottom of the round.
Ideally, that's what you do, yeah.
So like you're just trying to mark the cannon and make sure
I
you
mean,
yield him, you know, make him yield.
to be fair.
But I think if you're like in a position where you're forced to go, you probably just like flash on like Draven or something as well. If you have like Q3, you can like EW flash, I guess. Or like E flash W. I don't know.
I feel like you're aiming for Soul or Cannon more than Draven because he can cleanse flush, you know, like.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, it all depends on who has summoners, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Genji gained so fucking much on the swing here. Like they got 3 waves, both full turret.
Yeah,
Was
choice.
the base
Nice also,
timer.
your Kraken Slayer, you know, that
I
I'm
think
happy
he's
to see.
doing Mercury and Avori, and actually
Yeah, I think Draven build is good.
Mercury and Avori is so OP, because anyway you don't lose the attack speed from Berserker Goose. You have perma Q up.
I think you can just leave it. I don't think you need Mercury. I think you just leave it at no magic and grab your 35% extra. You don't overcap anyway, do you? Unless you go on a zeal item. Yeah, you don't overcap on attack speed until you go zeal item. So
No.
I feel like you can just buy Zerkers and because you only get tenacity for upgrading the shoes, you know.
But for
Yeah.
sure,
It's
if you're
not bad.
Cassandra, you are buying Force of Nature now. Like I swear, if he goes like Gargoyle or some
Alright.
shit, it's
Oh,
removable.
I'll be able to
bagels.
focus to read. Oh, that's a
shit.
nice ace ult as well. Oh, wait, it was a baby ult.
Oh, it's a
my
big cash
God,
out.
should have fucking
1200,
yeah.
1200 by the way.
Oh, much
No,
yeah.
Mantle
No,
gap.
that's Nash.
Oh, wait, the
We're chasing
It's
that?
a-
Oh, I don't like the
I don't like the
chase.
chase.
Santi is so
Soraka was
people.
not broken enough. So, like,
They
Soraka
can't do
was not
Nash.
OP
They
enough.
can't do Nash now either.
Not anymore, yeah.
But they
had
got
it
like
though,
12. They got like 1200 gold cash in.
Holy shit.
I mean, he's getting IE real soon.
Yeah.
Pays was sleeping at the wheel there, not flashing on Draven ult. Koreans don't play against Draven or what? I swear they do.
Pace plays Draven. He has 4 games Draven and he's good at it. He's 3-1
sure
and
he
the one
is.
game they like threw against T1. Like good Draven player he is.
Surely you don't let him have that, no?
Yeah, this was a sleepy one for sure.
Same with the Leona, no? Like, absolutely.
Lulu build no
burger
mythic.
flipped Game on.
My man, I get why he bought a little cheeky Morello, you know. I mean, not Morello, the Oblivion Orb, because Soraka and Draven would BT, but committing all the way and not finishing Sharia is... Eesh.
That's just a lack of reading items. We didn't just read the items.
Especially on Lulu, he shield one person.
Shirelli is so OP.
I mean, Yike is completely swapping on this puppy. You probably need to ban it if it goes game 5.
I think here he went too far. He went like behind the Kisante when he didn't need to.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I feel like.
But yeah, also the Jinx, no flash on R, for sure true.
Everyone can play better. Like Caps can flash this Q.
But this was completely free Nash.
Agreed, yeah. How close? Does Draven finish IE? Cash out.
Farmed, so I think.
He finished it straight up. That's
Yeah,
nasty.
he stinned in the map and farmed, so he got it.
It would be too funny reading the comments. How could Genji leave Draven open, man?
Santa's going Gargoyle as well.
Yeah.
So he's doing with Mercury now.
Yeah, enjoy. Why not? Could be immortal this game, literally. Only
Wait,
Draven.
Draven will be able to kill him, yeah.
Yeah, but that's it.
To be fair,
only
not
champ
the
that will
TC,
kill
by
him.
the way. Not the TC.
I agree.
Like, Stana will have insane range, by the way. Like, I one-shotted so many Dravens. Of course, if he goes close to you, you can fucking...
Oh yeah,
land.
but I was
You
we're talking about
can-
Cassandra would be like killable, right? I mean, he has like a lot of threat. Like the threat of Cassandra will make Draven probably not hit as much.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so we can carry this. I mean, they have double carry with little tempo, so...
To be fair, the 80s don't have an easy time trading autos with Draven.
I don't know what Hans was smoking there, but getting Cocoon there, I feel like it was not worth the risk.
That was very sweaty. Very
If
sweaty.
No cleanse, he gets Cocoon there, gets unleashed upon by Elise, a little Jinx W. I feel like we're losing our flash, minimum.
Would you guys buy a rapid fire cannon for here on Draven? It's a rapid fire cannon game, no?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
100%.
It's just a little bonk,
Yeah.
a little 800 damage crit.
Unless you're feeling it, like, unless you're seriously feeling it, you slam like Collector and you say, fuck it, I'm gonna one-shot this fist,
I
like,
think
you
armor
flash,
from GA could also be good.
I mean, I think you go ER if you wanna go Collector, no?
Yeah.
ER,
I agree, ER would be better, I agree. But like, it's either you go like another AD item and you say like, fuck it, I'm gonna E-flash on someone and fucking demolish him, you know?
Bro, the fact that Draven is always the one checking this fucking
Yeah,
little
I'm so
pixel bush
confused, like,
is
Jesus,
stressing me out.
this fucking, this is the complete opposite of negative testicle, you know? It's just far too much testicle going on here. Like, his testicles are fucking
Testicle
massive.
abundance.
What the fuck? Like, legit,
Okay,
guys,
they forced to
fucking
stand a TP. BB on the flank, they
humongous.
didn't spot BB.
big ult turret, by the
Holy
way.
Smebdi! Oh, we got spotted.
Oh, choice,
that was not this Mebdi.
oh shit, Caps
He
is
can kill him
fucking-
though, I think. Maybe? Nah, probably not.
But Dorn
Oh.
cringed. Dorn
Caps
is
big ult.
really cringing his combo, no? Like, he's really
Yeah.
cringing his Kusante. Oh, no, we lost. That, you can't
Oh, flash into the wall? Oh,
no.
actually, can they fight this out?
Okay, the plant.
They have the call, they have
Random
the call,
plant, no one propped it. Oh, Mick is dead. Reset.
Oh, they're all
This
dead,
is
they're all
Chovy
dead, they're all
Penta.
dead, they're all dead. They'll die.
Yeah, okay.
The
Hansama
cleanse
dies.
was too late.
No, it's just, even if he doesn't cleanse, 280 carries is too much to contest with Draven alone, and Aurelion Sol was already running. It was just doomed.
What happened to Caps here? Why was he like 1 HP?
Fucking flashed into the wall. Cassandra did like EQ3 and both Mickey and Caps just watched him do it in their face and just fucking... I don't know. I don't know. It's like the international special, you know? Sometimes people just lose their hands.
Did Mickey have flash too?
Hands, someone?
Both of them could have just flashed it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know warrior. Wow.
And then the fight is actually totally winnable because the guy was inting really hard.
Yeah, if they flashed it and they would like instantly one-shot him, it was not bad.
Give us a replay, please.
He builds fort actually, Tristana.
Because he died right after, right? The Cassandra.
He buys 2 control wards. He will not.
What is up with the observers, by the way? Where's my replay? I don't need to see this.
Give me a replay.
So he wants
Drake fight is coming up. That is not a Drake fight.
Let's go.
Because Draven is going top. Oh, it's not going top.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Caps just got one shot by Chovy, bro. The Tokyo Drift. Yeah. This is what I didn't see. Soraka's used her whole HP bar. What spotted BB there in the bush? Was Cassandra just in the bush?
Look at that. Just E into Q3, boom. Both of them get hit with flash up. Like, the fuck is that? But yeah, I think BB overplayed his hand. Like he got too, like he got a bit too horny, you know. Like he was really, he was feeling it a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, the enemy didn't even contest the Nash. No.
He just wasted his E on Soul.
I think if he was just a little bit more patient, just waited in the bush or around the corner.
At least Aurelion Soul is born for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's chilling.
That's that.
That's for sure.
Aurelion Soul is actually the marathon strat.
This is good actually.
Oh.
This is a winning fight, I think.
Flash from Pays.
There's split there.
Oh, the traps? The Jinx have traps? No.
Oh.
Just Jinx Penta, no?
This is 1-for-1, I guess. At least coming
Jinx Penta? Oh.
Yeah.
This is Jinx Penta. Oh, it was Jinx versus
that's
EU
a sad way to lose, actually.
Oh, that's a sad way to go.
It was so winnable.
Yeah, good try though.
NT. Well, they had spunk in them. The conditioning strategy worked.
Yeah, the 2 first game looked left a lot to be desired, at least.
I mean, the first 2 games were not that stomp, but
NT.
We played.
It was an NT.
Thank God for loser bracket. Jesus. What boring
if
tournament
there's no
it would
loser
be.
bracket and you play like 1 BM5 and you're out, that would be that would be so ruthless.
Agreed.
Actually, imagine. Just travel to play 1 BM5 and travel back, like whatever.
1 month of streams for that.
Jet lag in the face.
I will say, for how strong Cannon was in the game, I was not very happy with the result I got out of him.
Yeah.
No.
But at least he could have squeezed at least one 1v9 fight, you know? Like at least one fight where he completely pops off.
I think when they there, like he needs to let the fight start before he goes around the corner. Like the enemy needs to enter river and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it too easy to mark him. For sure.
Yeah. Because I think also, like G2, how the rest played also kind of sold this position. Because they were like pushing forward for it. And the natural reaction for the 4 to play in reaction to their 4 is also to counter the cannon. So they could have just kept hitting Nash, let them enter, and then cannon could have smoked them. Because also Cloud Soul map. That's tough.
Actually, I think Vladimir into Cassandra is underrated matchup.
Oof. I like the idea, but I think it's just too hard, no? The guy buys a Negatron cloak and you just never have enough damage after he yields. And you
but you play Ignite Ghost and you actually kind of fist the lane, I think.
Oh, you think you play Airy and just Ignite Ghost Airy?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can go phase rush if you do that. Like if you go this type of tech. I think
but for sure, like when he gets force of nature, you are like, I mean, at that point you are like, you're team fighting, right? But he's actually not killing you, I think. Like if he ults you, he doesn't really usually doesn't really kill you.
Yeah, you could just ghost and run away, I guess. Just save your pull for Q3. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I wanted to play this matchup in winter, but no one like really blind picked Cassandra where it was a good situation to pick it.
Fair play.
I think really that Tristana reaching 2 item, taking bot turret, pushing. Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like they didn't play a lot around mid though. Because Poppy Aurelion can be very insane against Tristana, I feel like. They gave him so much space, like he was a perma
Honestly,
putting like
if there's
Aurelion was
Doran
perma
Rome,
farming it. No,
yeah, I agree. I mean, I think the Doran Rome really fucked them.
Yeah, that was good.
If Aurelion Sol doesn't die there, I think he was in a really good spot to take over the game with Sol.
like this matchup, if Tristana can basically poke Aurelion while he's doing the EQ combo tower and clearing the minions and poking him there and then taking platings off of it, then he's in a good spot. And I feel like they didn't deny it whatsoever. Like I think early was good because of the level 2 thing, but then they didn't do anything. Like it was just 50-50 matchup, but they could have turned the matchup into very advantage position for G2 because he lost flash very early. He cannot play the game. Like Poppy just walks and Tristana ult one time and then after he cannot play anymore. Aurelion should be able to do whatever he wants this game.
Yeah, but it's not as easy to do that mid, I feel like. Where Poppy just walks, like, randomly.
No, of course you build vision, but they have the advantage to build vision. They build vision and they just repeat, you know? And then maybe they allow Aurelion to not farm under tower and then they can roam with Aurelion even.
In theory they have the advantage, but they also have like Poppy face checking or at least river potential, right? And I don't think they win that 2v2 when it's like when both Sol and Tristana is flying in from mid, and I don't know if they win it like that. I think they win it in the lane if anything.
Yeah. Like I thought after they lose flash and everything, there they can establish control and never lose it. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I mean, there's timers where you can do it for sure.
And also, I don't know, advantage from bot, I guess. They can use it. You guys saw he was.
No one played Singed into Cassante because that shit's free.
Yeah, I can see it. I think it's you can fight it with Cassante, but like it could be like Cassante is not that weak. But I
don't think it's free. Like no Singed lane is free in the sense you just pick Singed to win lane, you know? Camp doesn't do that. But I mean, like, you have Singed in the game, you have Cassante in the game, like, it's fine if Cassante gets a bit fed, you know? Like, it doesn't matter. I feel like Singed is so much value. W is fucking broken.
Here at MSI, I want to ask about the draw because all the fans were disappointed, let's say, in the way the draw went. What did you think about having to face G2 in the first game, and how did you guys react as a team?
네, 피너 선수 첫 번째 경기에서 승리한 거 정말 축하드립니다. 가장 먼저 이제 대진 추첨이 끝났을 때 선수들의 반응이 어땠는지
Mad T1.
많은 팬분들은 조금 대진에 아쉬워하긴 했는데요. 첫 매치에서 G2를 하게 됐는데
unless we're seriously cooking bot lane, I think we are getting absolutely shitted.
I don't think it matters. I think, I mean, I'll be honest, I think like I have way more faith in G2 because of nameplates, you know. I think like you can win against G2 in EU because if you're like just a more like coherent team, but I think when you go internationally, it's hard to win against these teams. I think we're based on nameplates.
I agree.
And then it actually happens. I was like, whoopsie, it happened because we thought G2 would be the
I hope it's not a trio stomp actually. I just love that.
I think it could be. So people talk about Niski Gragas, but my man got this from Vake.
Yeah, I mean it's things like that, right? It's like you can be cooking crazy in the bot lane, but I don't think Mad is like Mad is not one of the better bot lanes to have won the split, you know? Like as in a duo, you know? They can do good things individually in the game at 30 different points in the game, but as a lane, I don't think they are like they are not very scary, you know?
Honestly, honestly,
that's gonna be an issue.
Honestly, I think in the last 3 best of 5s that they played though, they were like 2v2 killing every opponent that they had. They 2v2 killed Hansama, Mickey, they 2v2 killed everyone.
You can say that, right? But like, if you actually watch some of the they can do good things in lane, right? But if you like watch it all and like analyze like the good and bad things they do, I don't think the good things will outweigh all the bad things they will do against the Eastern.
No, for sure. I'm not saying Mad is gonna be T1. It's more to the point that like them being better, like them playing lane better was a factor in why they won. You know, they did a good run. But yeah, I don't see them doing well against Kiriego Mushi. That is rough.
Who's cooking in Mad Lions? Or is it just like Zeus is gonna absolutely tear Chasey a new one?
No,
Jungle, I
that's
think,
gonna
will
be
be kind of
contested.
whatever.
Like, I think that's
gonna be contested.
contested.
I think it'll be a complete shitstorm.
I mean,
I think the major part is mid and bot, no? Like mid, their whole mid lane's plan is to play on mid and actually abuse enemy mid because he disrespects or something. But T1 have figured it out. I don't think it's gonna work.
I think maybe there's an angle for Mad to like they have had games where they play like heavy topside, and maybe they will just be like a race, because I don't see them trying to compete through bot, because like they played games where they just traded bot for top, and then like Healy just abandons and they just like pick an AD that can do something with any gold, and then they just play a game like that, and then maybe they just like headshot and target Zeus and try to dive him.
They are just worse. Like they are just worse throughout every single player.